The song is a kitwebi. My hoden ni minyanse sa. Menim die ni minyanse sa. Share me kwai ewiem remo. Teach me thy way, show me the way, because I am not strong. I'm not wise enough. All I need is your guidance, your push, and your benevolence. Good morning to you. How are you? How are you? How are you? I hope your answer was I'm great, I'm good, I'm excited. I am excited because I'm alive. Irrespective of all the problems, all the challenges, all the hurdles, I'm alive. So I'm excited to be alive. I'm hopeful. I know I can course correct in the course of the day, in the course of the week, in the course of the month. And I want you to be excited as well, because together we'll build ourselves, we'll build Ghana, and you have a great life together. My name is Kojo, Akoto Boateng. Welcome to the Super Morning Show here on Joy 99.7 FM. I'm here with Winston, Kofi, Amoah. And from now till 10 a.m., we are bringing you all the stories, all the discussions, your concerns, some great music, a lot of education here on the Super Morning Show. And this morning we'll be crisscrossing the country to bring you updates on all the big stories. The NPP is happy because the Supreme Court has ruled on the Kpandai issues. Nyindam says that he's happy, and he says that now he will have peace to work because for over a year he's not had this peace of mind to work. Ghana's housing deficit exceeds 1.8 million units. Affordability a major challenge. How do we fix the housing deficit? Yesterday, the Minister of Works and Housing spoke at the Government Accountability Series. We'll bring you updates on that. And when we go to the north, there's been a major issue to do with one of the senior high schools in the north. The girls' dormitory of the school has been burnt. 900 students are going to have to go home. We'll take you up north. We'll bring you more updates on that particular story, that particular school, and what we think can be done to ensure these students don't have to stay home for a long time, to ensure these students can go back to school immediately. And on our Roads of Peril series, we take you to Medie today. We take you to Medie. It's one of the hubs for manufacturing in Accra. At least if you drink water, a lot of the water treatment plants, water companies are there, but their roads are terrible. So this morning we'll join Pearl Akanya Ofori as she takes us to Medie to bring us updates on their roads here on the Super Morning Show. But if there are any issues on your heart, if there are any issues that trouble you, if there are any ideas you want to share, as we try to build Ghana together, it's 055-1111-997. 055-1111-997. If there's a song you want to hear, why not? It's your show, is it not? Just send us a message, 055-1111-997, and we'll be happy to make you happy here on the Super Morning Show. But before all that, Mami is here. Yes, yeah. My one and only Mami Esi Nyamiche Thompson is here. She's bringing us the news at 6. I can see Daryl also in the window. And Tahi will also be here to bring you the sports. It's a fully packed show here on 99.7. Also live on myjoyonline.com, live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on X, and also live on our affiliate stations in Kumasi's Love 99.5. David Akoto and team are also there. Good morning to you guys. KTU Radio as well in Cove Town. Welcome to the Super Morning Show. My name is Kojo, Akoto Boateng. I hope you have a great time together. But hang on for the news. We'll be right back.
Jesus, mommy, queen, Esther, Nyansan.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Joy News at 6. It's live on Joy 99.7 FM, hits 103.9 FM in Accra and Kumasi, well, Love 99.5 and in all 16 regions of Ghana via various affiliates. Also live on myjoyonline.com, X Spaces, YouTube and Facebook. Coming up, the fate of 900 students of the Northern School of Business in limbo as the Regional Security Council orders a partial closure of the institution following a fire that destroyed the girls' dormitory.
When we go home, we are not going home with our books. All of it has been, so we are going home with nothing.
We have no option than to ask all second years to go home.
Also coming up this morning, 2 days to the much anticipated NPP primaries as candidates, particularly the Kennedy-Japan camp, focusing strictly on delegates, despising prophecies and polls predicting win.
We will respect also the prophecy that has come, but most important point that we have to let Ghanaians know that we are not banking our hopes on prophecies or polls.
In business,
Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Johnson Esiama downplays impact of cedi depreciation for this month on projected stability for 2026. Details on the Joy Business Report.
And the Ghana Armed Forces investigates alleged assault on a journalist in the Northeast region as the Ghana Journalists Association raises alarm over escalating threats against media personnel.
Incitement to violence and imminent attacks against journalists in the Upper East region, particularly the Upper East Regional Chairman of the GJA, Mr. Abed.
We're back with details after this. Details now. The fate of 900 students at the Northern School of Business in limbo as the Regional Security Council orders a partial closure of the institution. It comes after fire gutted the girls' dormitory, completely destroying it. All second-year students and affected final students have been sent home until February 8, while the school makes arrangements to resume classes. Emmanuel Jivenu reports.
Tears stream down Mariam Kabaya Salifu's face as she walks into what used to be her dormitory. She came to salvage what she could, but there is nothing left to pick.
All of our books, our textbooks are bent, our uniforms, even some of our foodstuffs, all of them has bent. When we go home, we are not going home with our books. All of it has bent, so we are going home with nothing. We need a support because
the fire gutted the girls' dormitory, displacing about 900 students. The head teacher says the cause of the fire is still being investigated.
Already we are constrained. Bank beds, 2 are lying in one. Some are using the floor. That's been the situation until this thing happened. I'm just a stranded and confused leader of this institution.
With no immediate alternative accommodation, the Northern Regional Security Council stepped in to partially close the school.
We have no option than to ask all second years to go home. Third years who are heavily affected would also go home. The remaining third years will move to the second year's dormitory. Third years will come back by Sunday, and the rest of you will come back on the 8th of February.
Well, to politics now, as prophecies and polls dominate discussions 2 days to the NPP primaries, the Kennedy-Japan campaign team says neither will determine the final outcome. 11 prophecies are already in circulation, 8 projecting a Bawumia victory and 3, including Prophet Elbana's favoring Kennedy-Japan. Now, while pollster Musa Dankwa insists his research strongly points to Dr. Bawumia's win, Mr. Kennedy's spokesperson Kwesi Kwarteng tells Joy News the campaign is focused on getting delegates to vote.
We will respect his works. We will respect also the prophecy that has come. But most important point that we have to let Ghanaians know that we are not banking our hopes on prophecies or polls. At the end of the day, if there is any greater pool, if there is any greater prophecy, the manifestation of that prophecy and the manifestation of those polls will be done by the 31st by the delegates on the 31st of January, which we are confident can come out victorious.
Well, contributing to the conversation, Brian A. Champon's team says delegates will have the final say. Dr. Adomako Kisi is spokesperson for the camp.
I must admit that, there are some delegates who have allegiance, let me say, to the spiritual and may be swayed. However, delegates, in all fairness, on the D-Day might throw away religion, tribe, and everything, and then look at how well you talk to them and take a decision.
Well, Dr. Educhum's team also insists delegates will make a decision. Yao Opokumenta speaks for the team.
That all these will come to play, and delegates are not just swayed by a certain mere of a mention of a prophecy or a certain post conducted by somebody somewhere. But the most important thing is that at the end of the day, the final decision, the real polls, all the prophecies which are all over will be tested on 31st. And that is what is important. That is why our strategy is to stick to what our internal mechanisms tells us.
Still on the NPP primaries, the Northern region is gearing up with over 12,000 delegates expected to cast their ballots across 19 polling stations in 18 constituencies. Let's listen to Northern Regional EC Director Lucas Yeli.
Expect 12,474 to cast their vote. The breakdown, I will provide a breakdown to you, but total number of delegates who are voting in Tamale or the Northern region is 12,474. Everything is in order. We are in touch with the candidate agent. As I told you, at the airport, they were there. We moved the material to the police station, left them with the police. We'll meet tomorrow. We have already informed them to come tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
The Ghana Armed Forces has launched investigations into an alleged assault on a journalist in the Northeast region, following reports that some military personnel were involved. The incident has triggered concern from GJA, which says threats against journalists covering the protracted Boko conflict are escalating. Listen to GJA President Albert Jumfo.
The Ghana Journalists Association is gravely alarmed by death threats, incitement to violence, and imminent attacks against journalists in the Upper East region, particularly the Upper East Regional Chairman of the GJA, Mr. Abed Sori, in connection with their professional coverage of the protracted Boko conflict. We have formally petitioned the Inspector General of Police for its intervention and immediate action.
Well, let's get into the statement of the Ghana Armed Forces. Daryl is here with me. Daryl, what does it say?
Well, the Ghana Armed Forces, it says, is investigating an alleged assault on a journalist, which was reported on Monday, 26th January 2026. The incident is reported to have occurred on the outskirts of Waliwali in the Northeast region, where in recent times there have been reported incidents of attacks on public transport resulting in deaths and injuries. The Ghana Armed Forces further wishes to alert the general public that the current happenings in the Northeast and Upper East regions have resulted in heightened levels of insecurity, which will occasionally necessitate the conduct of military operations without prior notice. Amazing.
Thank you very much, Daryl, for that. Now, commuters on the Medie to Kotoku Road in the Gan West municipality are familiar with the challenges associated with plying that stretch. At the heart of it is the Ajeng Kotoku Market, the onion trading hub in Greater Accra. The traders lament that customers are hesitant to visit, and the poor road is pushing up the cost of doing business. More in Roads of Peril by Joy News' Pearl Ofori.
From Ajinkotoku, looking Accra, Medina, and the rest is very short distance. But due to the bad nature of the road, we are suffering.
At the Ajeng Kotoku Onion Market in the Gan West municipality, Osman Mohammed Sidi plies his trade. He sells onions transported from northern Ghana and neighboring countries. He and hundreds of other traders were relocated here from the Agbeglochi market as part of a decongestion exercise. But years on, access to the market remains a major challenge.
Road linking from Three Junction to Ajin Kotoku, Medie to Ajin Kotoku. We've been complaining several times that the road, there are a lot of owners here, but the customers are not coming.
Drivers and commuters who use the road say its poor condition has made travel increasingly difficult.
it delays our movement. Then also, before you get back to wherever you're going, you get tired. You have waist problems. Oh, at least they should fix it for us. You can imagine coming, the stress that you pass through.
And that's how we end this morning's bulletin here on Joe 99.7 FM. I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Up next is Business with Dara Kwao.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Go me. And what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
This is the story of Anthony Owusu-Ansah and his delivery business, Shark Express. What started as one man's dream is now a thriving same-day delivery business that serves hundreds of families. Through financing, mentorship, business networks, and market access, APSA is helping businesses like Shark Express grow, create jobs, build futures, and deliver joy across Ghana. Behind Anthony's success isn't only hard work, it's having the right partner like APSA. From funding to guidance, APSA stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. APSA.
You need a trusty friend on whom you can depend when things come crashing down. You need a trusty friend on whom you can depend when things come crashing down. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy friend. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy friend.
Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Brushing gets more fun with your kids with the new Pepsodent Kids toothpaste. Give your smiles protection that lasts. Grab yours today from a store near you. This advert is FDA approved.
Ama, big news! Star Oil is now the largest oil marketing company in Ghana.
Wow, that's huge!
Yes, so the largest distributor of petroleum products in Ghana. Ever since I switched to Star Oil, my car runs smoother. The fuel lasts longer, no strange engine sound, just clean, powerful performance.
Oh, same here. I used to refill every 3 days until I switched to Star Oil. Now, my fuel lasts way longer. I don't know what magic is inside, but my car loves it.
Exactly. It's not magical. From Accra to Kumasi to Tamale, Star Oil day everywhere with 240 filling stations and counting. That's why more Ghanaians are choosing Star Oil.
Hey, my tank is almost empty. I am heading to Star Oil right now before the queue starts.
I'm right behind you, Ama.
We set out with a mission to serve better and lead boldly. We're proud to say we are Ghana's #1 oil marketing company. To our loyal Star Savers across the country, thank you for believing in us. Star Oil, quality and affordable fuels for all.
This December, chop life with no fear of January. You know why? The SG Ghana Festive Cashback promo is here. Use your SG Ghana Visa card. Shop, chill, party, enjoy, and stand the chance of winning your share of 120,000 Ghana cedis. Here's how. Between now and the 31st of January 2026, use your SG Ghana Visa card for all your transactions. Make at least 5 transactions totaling not less than 2,000 Ghana cedis, and your share of the 120,000 Ghana cedis could be a reality in the grand draw. The more transactions you make, the better your chances of winning. So go on, use your SG Ghana Visa card and spend with confidence this Christmas, because January fit reward you big time. Haha! Chale, cheers! SG Ghana Festive Cashback promo. Spend now, smile later. For more inquiries, call 0302-214-314. T's and C's apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. And Total Energies, Total, we go the extra mile for you, which means we can bring you the Joy Business Report, brought to us by Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature. And Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Setru.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm great. 2 days to the workout, is it?
Oh, yes, on Saturday. Yes, it's on Saturday. We're going to be starting the year right. Mm-hmm. It's the last day in January, and so we're working. We start from the University of Ghana Stadium. We go to we use the route to UPSA. Mm-hmm. Then we'll get to the we come through Trinity, and then get to the traffic light 10, right to Upongulu, then to the University of Ghana Stadium.
Right.
It's not a very long.
And there'll be some aerobics, I guess.
Aerobics. Oh yeah, that's the whole idea. After everything, we turn up the music, and there'll be aerobics and other games. You don't want to miss any bit of it, Charlie. You have to be there. 6 a.m. sharp. We're starting the walk.
Yeah.
I'll be there. So I'd love to see you.
Great. And after that, we'll cover the MPP.
Yes, we'll cover the NPP, flag bearer elections. The NPP says by 2 they'll be moving to the party's headquarters, where the Electoral Commission would declare who the winner would be, and so we'll be there throughout the day, and we'll bring you all the reports, even as right from the start of the polls to the end of the polls, to the declaration of the results, who gets to win. Would it be Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, second time lucky, or second time winning the NPP flag bearership race? Would Kenny Japon get it this time around, or Brian Champong would surprise all? How about Dr. Yawase Duchum, who believes that the real deal is on election day?
Well, I guess what people are going to try to look out for in terms of a winner is whether prophecy or data would win.
Well, prophecy or data? I don't know.
We don't know. We can only find out.
I don't know how. Right? I don't know how people come about the prophecies. I don't know. I wasn't there when God spoke to them. I also cannot doubt what people say God said to them. At the end of the day, Saturday will tell whether indeed God spoke or it was a man telling us his wishes. It's a similar. The thing about prophecy is that at all cost, the day will come.
The day will come. Yeah. Yeah.
But this morning also, and so because of that, we're going to be having a conversation about exercises here on the Super Morning Show as part of our health and wellness month conversations. We'll focus on exercise, aerobics, the impact of it. There's been conversation about whether aerobics is beneficial to, the human body, particularly your heart and organs and everything. We'll get into that conversation here on the Super Morning Show.
Great.
But also this morning, as part of our Roads of Peril, the focus is on the Medie Ajen Kotoku stretch. Now, Ajen Kotoku is supposed to be the onion hub in the Greater Accra region. Unfortunately, those roads are in a deplorable state, and this morning we'll be telling you more about that here.
And I can imagine what the traders have to go through because they were relocated, right?
Exactly. And if the roads are bad, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah.
So for those who are going to go there also, what would that mean?
Market.
So it's if the roads are bad and they go there and they complain, they would increase the prices. They may not go there. So what happens to the bulk onion market, for instance? Okay, we'll get into all of this here on the Super Morning Show. But as always, get on to X, use the hashtag JoySMS, and then on WhatsApp 055-111-997. Who gets the trumpet this morning?
Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
Policy rate cut from 18% to 15.5%.
Yeah.
250 basis points.
Yeah.
Reduction there. So
very significant.
We love it.
you love it. I know that industry would love this. Because all other things being equal, this could lead to a reduction in the Ghana reference rate. Inflation is not also doing badly at all. Anyway,
I don't know why Mami is smiling, but she's excited about that.
Okay. The trumpet on the Super Morning Show is brought to us by ECG. Stealing electricity is not patriotic. Call 0302-611-611 to report illegal connections for 6% of the recovered amount as your reward. So to the Bank of Ghana.
We love what you're doing. Absolutely. Trumpets! Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Johnson Isiama downplays cedi's depreciation for this month on projected stability for 2026. Also coming up, total value of mobile money transactions for last year reaches a record 4.5 trillion cedis as more persons continue to use the platform as payment for financial transactions. Also, Transport Minister Joseph Bukari Nikpe reveals the country is on track to establish a new national carrier for next year. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for being with us. Hello to our friends listening from Kofor Radio and KT Radio. Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, has downplayed concerns that the city's performance for this month reveals some challenging times ahead. This was after the local currency posted some 4% depreciation against the dollar for the month of January. James Ishen has the rest of the story from the Monetary Policy Committee meeting.
Announcing the latest decision after the MPC meeting, Governor Dr. Johnson Isiama said the committee was encouraged by the continued moderation in inflationary pressures and the resilience of economic growth.
Sustaining Ghana's macroeconomic gains will hinge on disciplined fiscal policy, strong policy coordination, and targeted agricultural interventions to contain food inflation while remaining vigilant to heightened geopolitical tensions.
On the exchange rate, the governor played down concerns about the cedi's 4% depreciation recorded in January, insisting it does not pose a threat to macroeconomic stability.
It is very much in line with the framework that we have. I mentioned that what we have is a managed floating system. What that means is that you allow the exchange rate to adjust to shocks. It's part of the process. The cedi must move up, but then it must move down. And so don't get worried if you see the cedi moving a little bit. It is normal.
Dr. Isiama also assured that the bank is committed to ensuring lending rates come down to reflect the easing policy stance.
And let me explain that is not an official commitment. That's my own personal, wish, my personal aspiration. Why? Because I have seen very high lending rates all my life from when I joined this institution in 1995. Lending rates have always been extremely high. And then it is significant to know that banks are now beginning to call clients and asking them if they needed any loans that they could come and apply.
The latest rate cut signals the central bank's effort to balance price stability with growth support as Ghana's economy consolidates its recovery.
Some reactions to the policy rate cut now. Economist Dr. Edosu Sarkodie says the cut should help stimulate growth.
If the cost of lending is
lower, you would expect an increment in the private sector credit growth. So we hope to see a positive growth in the private sector credit. The areas to benefit most also align the government's vision. We saw the agricultural transformation agenda of the government. So we expect farmers to benefit from a lower lending rate. We also know of the manufacturing policies of the government. We know of mining. We know of tourism. In fact, all sectors of the economy are likely to benefit from this a possible lower lending rate.
You heard economist Dr. Dosu Sarkodie. Meanwhile, the Ghana Venture Capital and Private Equity Association has described the policy rate cut as critical in easing financial conditions for businesses. Amoah Jampo is chief executive of the association.
Private equity's long-term investment is probably, the sibling or cousin to debt. So we would like to see more affordable debt on the market because obviously for working capital, and it helps people to repay their loans as well when the rates go lower. But of course, we are looking at a regional comparisons to other markets in the region. And so I think we still have to tackle some of the fundamentals that keep our policy rates very high in Ghana compared to other markets in the region. And so it's great to see, a better macro environment this year. We're hoping that all the factors, the gold price, all these things have been in our favor in terms of just helping us along as an economy.
Amoah Jampo, Chief Executive of the Ghana Venture Capital and Private Equity Association. Turning to other news, total value of mobile money transactions has reached 4.5 trillion cedis for last year, more from the summary of economic and financial data released by the Bank of Ghana.
In 2023, the country recorded 1.92 trillion Ghana cedis when it comes to the total value of mobile money transactions. That amount increased to over 3 trillion Ghana cedis in 2024. The 4.5 trillion Ghana cedis recorded last year is the highest that the country has posted since it started gathering data on mobile money transactions. The spike in 2025 was largely influenced by more persons and businesses now using the platform for payment for various transactions in the country. A careful look at the Bank of Ghana data showed a strong pickup in transactions from September last year. However, it reached record levels in terms of the monthly transactions, with values reaching over 500 billion Ghana cedis in December last year, with most persons linking it to the Christmas festivities. Several analysts have projected that the mobile money could be the next big thing when it comes to electronic payments in the country.
Aviation now and Transport Minister Joseph Boating has revealed that the country is now close to establishing a new national carrier from next year. This is coming after a committee put together to examine several options presented its report to government. The Transport Minister spoke to Joy Business at a program to officially inaugurate Air Tanzania scheduled flights to Ghana via Lagos, Nigeria at the Kotoka International Airport.
You are aware that in those days we used to pride ourselves of the Black Star of Ghana, and we were operating Ghana Airways, and for some time Ghana Airways was liquidated, and several attempts have been made to re-establish a national airline. All this has not come to fruition, but I am of the firm belief and with the strong heart that under his watch, Excellency President Mahama, we have put up a task force. The task force is working, and I'm telling you, within the next period of 12 months, we will be celebrating Ghana Airline flying to the rest of the world.
Meanwhile, the Transport Minister for Tanzania, Professor Makame Mabawara, is optimistic that direct flights from Tanzania to Ghana will facilitate trade between the two countries.
This new route represents for more than a transportation link. It is a strategic bridge that will enhance mobility between our two nations while strengthening the historical, culture and economic bonds that united Tanzania and Ghana. Through the commitment and close collaboration of the authorities of both countries, this important initiative has become a reality.
In other news, Government Statistician Dr. Alhassan Idrisu has urged individuals, developers and contractors to consider resuming stalled building projects. This follows a sharp easing in construction cost pressures that saw building inflation fall to 4.4% in December 2025. The Government Statistician says the development presents interesting prospects for all players in the sector.
For government, this is a good time to spend strategically and fast-track key infrastructure projects, including the big push, while targeting the top drivers. The persistent labor inflation suggests a skills gap, so expanding training for artisans is important. For businesses, we advise you to lock in today's prices and secure medium-term contracts while inflation is low before any potential rebound. For households, with material prices stabilizing, it may be a good time to start or resume your building project, and you can face your work to benefit from the reducing cost pressures.
Dr. Hassan Idrisu is government statistician. Now, chairman of the advisory board of the African Trade Chamber, says Jonah has charged African leaders to engineer policies to make the continent a place of first interest. Speaking at the opening of the African Trade Summit, the business mogul said that vast resources on the continent should not be exported without value addition.
We are the emerging force that can redefine the table, or we will risk being served upon it. This is the moment for Africa to be selfish, unapologetically so, boldly selfish in pursuing our interests. No more deference to distant agendas. No more exporting raw material potential while importing finished dependency. Selfish means prioritizing Africa first, beneficiating our minerals on African soil, processing our agriculture into global brands, manufacturing pharmaceuticals that secure our health sovereignty.
Business mogul, also advisory board chair of the African Trade Chamber, says Jonah there. And that's the Joy Business Report this morning. Before we go and look at the markets for you, this morning on the commodity market, crude oil dropped to $64 a barrel. The price of gold still going for $5,553 an ounce. Cocoa trading at $5,654 a ton after increasing by some $100. On the currency market, the dollar going for 11 cedis 15 pesos. That's what major commercial banks are offering their clients this morning. The British pound going for 15 cedis 12 pesos. The euro selling at 13 cedis 11 pesos. The Forex Bureau is quoting the dollar at 12 cedis. And that's it. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. Thanks for listening, everyone. It's back to Winston, and permit me to say a happy birthday to engineer Bruce Edam Akapo of the Thermal Oil Refinery. Today is his birthday. Have a good one. Back to you, Winston.
Thank you very much, Darrell. Let me look at the city's performance against the dollar. Okay, yesterday was the same rate. Okay, but on the Forex Bureau, it's now $12 cedis.
12 cedis
to a dollar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be cheaper than that in some other Forex bureaus.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Not bad. But the city must still appreciate.
Yeah.
It must, because we're getting to the next pricing window when it comes to fuel. You know, I always
That's
look at...
always been your concern.
It's very, very crucial in Samuel Dame's voice. You know, because for those of us who are always on the road, Charlie, it's somewhere. Anyway.
Well, we're in a good place right now, aren't we, when it comes to fuel prices? Hopefully it will go down further.
It has to.
Yeah.
It has to, you know. Anyway, let's enjoy our inspirational song for today, one by Team Eternity Ghana. It's Afro Praise Medley. Enjoy.
Somebody
And that's Team Eternity Ghana with Afro Praise Medley. So this is what contemporary gospel, eh?
Yeah, this is gospel.
Because these days we distinguish between traditional gospel and contemporary gospel.
Yes, it is gospel.
Contemporary gospel. Team Eternity Ghana.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Ghana. Okay. Got to a time we had contemporary high life.
Yeah.
Burger high life.
Yes.
Contemporary high life.
Yes.
Now we're doing same to gospel.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I've been struggling to understand, the genre called gospel. Okay. Is it the lyrics that makes it gospel, or is the rhythm?
I think it's the lyrics. I think it's the lyrics. Right, because I'll listen to, say, this guy, gospel rap preacher.
Who's that?
Amoah.
Yeah,
I
know that.
Then he does the rap. When Lord Kenya also released the Christ Life album after he had this encounter, he who the Son has set free is free indeed. In him is life, the way, the truth, and the life. Then he does the rap. So I think it's the lyrics. If I listen to a CC Winans, every time I feel the Spirit, is the lyrics. If you listen to a Morris Babyface Esther Smith song, you see it's purely R&B hip hop, and Esther Smith's smooth voice will be backed by Morris, right? It is. If you listen to Florence Obinim, it is reggae. You listen to the Daughters and it's high life. So I think it's the lyrics, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is just to get any just talk about Jesus Christ and God, and you're good to
When I listen to Ejako the most nowadays, it's a love song for me. It's also a gospel song for me. You understand?
Okay.
I think lyrics now. But it's also purely traditional high life. Palm wine high life.
Palm wine. Anyway, let's get into our inspirational Drive Safe campaign for today.
Yes, and the Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Superior Quality, Imperial General Assurance, solid protection. Avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible, drive with your lights on. That's how to ensure your safe arrival. Now, today's Drive Safe tip goes to all of us. Loving parents. These days, parenting is different. Fathers are more present, mothers are also present. We are all co-parenting and it's nice. Not like our time that Charlie. These days when you are eating cry, your child can come and take the meat. But when we're growing up, the number two papa so we can eat.
You fear cry to get.
You fear cry. So it's loving, it's nice. But in the quest to show our kids that we love them, we actually put their lives at risk. You see some parents driving with their children on their laps. You are driving, you are sitting behind the steering wheel, and you have a child on your lap. It is dangerous. Don't do it. It doesn't show that you love your child. You're actually putting your child at risk. You're driving with children in the back seat. They are not in their seat belts. They are not in their child seat and all those things. You are not doing them any favors. So if you're a parent, you have the luxury of owning a car, always make sure that your children are in the right positions in the car, in the right safety seats, with the seat belts fixed and everything going smooth. Don't put your child on your lap. If they turn 16, 17, 18, maybe even 14, 15, 16, you can start introducing them to vehicles, okay, in a safer way. And then at the right time, as the law allows, you can allow them to drive after they've gone to driving school and obtain their driver's licenses. Yeah.
I get that. It's it's very, very important that we make sure that our children are safe, and also we ourselves safe on the road, so that we don't put other road users in jeopardy. It's very, very important.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Which means we can now learn how to say it right. And it's brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done. You say either.
Okay, so today's Say It Right is going to be done by Kojo Akoto Boateng. Kojo.
Teacher Kojo.
Low voltage or low current, like we say. Whenever, there's challenges with your electricity, you say there's low current.
Yeah.
But do we say low current or low voltage?
It's actually low voltage, right? It's actually low voltage. Ghana, we do 240 volts, right?
Okay.
So sometimes when the power supply to you doesn't hit that 240, at least 230 plus or minus 10, your appliances may not be able to function well. If it's an AC, for example, it will not get enough of the power it needs to function well. Sometimes your blenders, your TVs put there, usually when the power is not as clean, they'll work, but there are certain things that will not work, okay? And instead of saying low voltage, we say low current, okay? Current and voltage are two different technical things. So it's low voltage. So if you go to, yesterday I was giving an example about if you cross the Volta and get to Oti region, northern region, upper east, upper west, you are always likely not to have quality electricity. You will not get your full voltage. So your fans will be working, then they stop. Then all of a sudden it shoots up and the fan starts working. Then so the fluctuations don't help the people up there. So it's low voltage, not low current. And let me say good morning to Engineer Edemachibe again for drawing our attention to this.
Great, and I like how you said low voltage. Voltage.
Yes.
Not voltage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to say it right, you can say that you have low voltage in your home.
Yeah.
Certainly not low current. And that means we can get into the newspaper review now this morning, brought to us by Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, Access Bank, More Than Banking, and Star Oil, quality and affordable fuels for all. Enterprise Insurance, your advantage.
If you go to the Daily Graphic, I am committed to party welfare. This is former Vice President Bawumia. Nyindam remains Kpandai MP, Supreme Court rules. BOG drops policy rate to 15.5%. And protecting forest reserves from Galamsey chiefs, residents call for military camps. Now, if you go to the back page of the Daily Graphic, government clears 115.9 million pre-mixed fuel under recovery areas owed BDCs. And 2026 Hajj mandatory medical screening starts on the 2nd of February.
Now, the daily guide for this morning, Supreme Court retains Nidam as Kpandai MP. NDC Kpandai review plan unnecessary. That's according to the minority. My vision for NPP Ghana sets me apart. That's Dr. Yao Osei Educhum. BOG cuts policy rate to 15.5%. And police arrest 4 gold robbers. Also on the front page of the daily guide.
Now, if you go to the Chronicle, Ashanti region backs Brian Champong after delivering his message of hope to 11,000 delegates. And APL poll reveals Bawumia will win 1 touch. And Jinapo says Bawumia will bring victory to the NPP. This is Samuel Abu Jinapo, not John Jinapo. I have to clarify.
Of course, we all know it's Samuel Abu Jinapo.
Psalm 146, verse 3. Do not trust in princes, in mortal man, in whom there is no salvation. And the headline says Ashanti region backs Brian Champong.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be one about polls and anyway.
Anyway, the polls also say that Bawumia will win 1 touch, so it can go either way.
I think the surprise, this is Dr. Bawumia's election to lose. It's his. If he loses, that's what becomes the news. And so let's see. 2 days is a long time. 2 days are very long when it's getting close to an election. And so whoever has campaigned well would emerge victorious on the day. The new finder for this morning, CD depreciation temporary, BOG governor. Ghana's export earnings hit record 31.1 billion in 2025. Accra ranks 8th most expensive city in Africa in 2026. Poor roads, high transport costs can lead to food price hikes. Yeah, we know that. Anyway.
If you go to the BNFT, BOG cuts gold exposure by 50% on concentration concerns. Vice President pays working visit to Ministry of Lands. And MTN supports government 1 million coders program with a $2 million investment. And the central bank has dropped the policy rate to 15.5%. Changes gear from stability to growth support. And largest bulk carrier docks at the port of Takoradi. We are recording a lot of large things in the country these days. So, yes, the largest bulk carrier docked at the port of Takoradi. Tema has also seen its fair share. Accra International, the Kojo International Airport also has seen some really big aircraft also landing there recently. This is good for us.
Great. The overseer for this morning, Raw Commodity Export Stifling Africa's Growth, President Mahama, and government to roll out National Rental Assistance Scheme in all 16 regions, Housing Minister. And NPP primaries marred by insults, lax policy and leadership ideas. Lamtig Apanga there. And scholarship registrar visits Ghanaian students in Serbia, pledges timely funding. Supreme Court overturns High Court judgment on the Kpandai elections. Okay, so we can get into the details now. Before that, let's get to the online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest.
And Yindam is on the front of my Joe Online, the homepage. For 1 year, I've never had peace to work. This is the Kpandai MP after the Supreme Court victory. And he also says that, Charlie, he went broke fighting to remain in Parliament. Now, more stories on Yindam. My God has spoken, and he says that I was prepared for any outcome. Now, more from my Joe Online. Africa must be unapologetically selfish as global order fractures. This is Sam Jonah. And minority demands withdrawal of any actions treating Kpandai seat as vacant after the Supreme Court ruling. Now, Roads Minister endorses Joy FM big workout ahead of event on January 31. And yesterday he gave us two big deadlines that we need to follow. December 2027, Western Corridor Road should be completely done. Eastern Corridor Road should also be completely done. So those are two big things for me that I'll be looking at. And I'll be driving on those roads and reporting till they are done. Now, there's also a story about the model who moved to Ghana and wrapped her leg in the famous Ghanaian fabric. You know, she has a prosthetic leg, and this is making waves on the internet. So those are some of the stories from my Joy Online. If you go to citynewsroom.com, interest rates have eased. Banks now chasing customers with loans. This is BOG Governor. He says the banks are now chasing the customers with loans. I'm waiting for them to come and chase me. I don't want anything above 15% per annum.
Well, a bank called me and I asked the guy, "What's your rate?" I said, "No. When it comes down further, when it goes down further, call me and we can have a conversation."
Because in agric production, a lot of the commodities, your average return on investment is about 30%.
Yeah.
So if you are taking a 15% loan per annum and you can do 2 cycles, you, the farmer, can make some good money. The 30% and the 35% that we used to pay meant that we're just working for the banks. So this is good. BOG resets microfinance rules, raising capital and sets 2026 deadline. So you need 100 million Ghana cedis to be able to set up a microfinance company. And Global Info Analytics, Baumia to win 14 regions in NPP primaries. And still on the NPP primary, only Kenya Japan can cross 50+1. This is according to Evans Dia. So those are stories from City Newsroom. Can I get the details now?
Yes, let's get to the details.
Okay, I want to start with the BOG policy rate drop to 15.5%, and maybe you can give us some interpretation of that and what it means for the market. Now, the story in the Daily Graphic, page 27, says that the Bank of Ghana has moved further to ease borrowing conditions by cutting its policy rates, the benchmark at which it lends to universal banks. Now, the central bank lowered the rate from 18% in November 2025 to 15.5%, marking the 4th consecutive reduction since May 2025. The latest decision continues a downward trend from the peak of 28% earlier in 2025, reflecting a gradual shift towards monetary easing. What does this mean, Winston?
Well, basically, a low policy rate, what that means is that, so if you look at the story, it talks about how the Bank of Ghana would lend to commercial banks. So if it's lending to them at a lower rate, what that means is that the policy rate also affects the Ghana reference rate, which determines how much we pay for the loans that we take. So a low policy rate, all other things being equal, will lead to lower lending rates. Now, when it went to 18%, after 1.5 to 2 months, the banks have started lending at also around 18-19%. So what this means is that the lending rates may go down, and it could lead to a boost in the cost of money for our industries. And if they get capital cheap, it means they can invest more, expand, and then sell to us at very good rates. And as they expand, they pay more taxes to the state.
So should we expect 16%?
It depends on what becomes the reference rate. So let's wait for the Ghana reference rate. That also looks at the rate of inflation and everything. Once that is settled, then we'll know what we can look forward to.
Does it mean that now the banks can also give moratoriums to people they are lending to? Like 6 months, 1 year, Some money is getting cheaper. So you don't have to give people pressure to pay you back.
It doesn't. Well, you see, the thing about moratorium is when there's patient capital for the banks.
And cheaper money.
And cheaper money. So I doubt. I'm sure the individual banks will take those decisions.
Please, our friends in the banks, send us a message. What should the business community expect from you with this new rate? 2026, what are the things you want to do for business? Share with us. We'll share with the business community here on the show.
The Daily Guide talks about Supreme Court retaining Matthew Nyidam as the Kpandai MP. So you know that story. It says the Supreme Court has, by a 4-1 majority decision, affirmed the NPP's Matthew Nyidam as the validly elected member of Parliament for Kpandai, setting aside the decision by the High Court in Tamale, which nullified the election results and called for a rerun. The Apex Court's decision followed an application filed by Mr. Nyidam through his lawyers challenging the judgment of the Tamale High Court delivered on November 24. Now, the Supreme Court in this decision also quashed all consequential orders given by the High Court, presided over by Justice Emmanuel Brew-Plange, bringing finality to the issue. And it says that the petition itself was filed outside the window. And so that whole decision has been set aside. My vision for Ghana, for NPP Ghana, sets me apart. That's Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, and presidential hopeful of the NPP, Yao Osei Educhum, says his vision to confront poverty head-on and restore dignity to the Ghanaian worker is what distinguishes his bid for the party's flag bearership ahead of the January 31 contest. Addressing party delegates during his nationwide campaign tour, Dr. Educhum argued that the country's biggest challenge more than 6 decades after independence remains the failure to eradicate poverty and improve living standards in a sustainable way. There's one thing you would have realized in the NPP flag bearership race. I mean, many of the candidates not just talking to the NPP delegates and telling them what they would do for these delegates, but also telling them why, nationally they appeal and why they are the ones who should be flag bearer. It's good, which means that in years to come, we would have political internal elections focusing on the development of the nation.
The issues
will be about the development of the nation. I'd have loved it, if these aspirants engage in a debate on issues of the state, so that we can then judge. Okay,
they could also have put out their pre-election manifestos. Yes, detailed manifestos of how they want to govern the country. Okay. Based on the principles of their party. And they put them there. We all look at it. People make informed decisions based on what they want to do, and then we move on. You know.
Okay.
Anyway, Ashanti region backs Brian Echampong. We are told he delivered his message of hope to 11,000 delegates, and the delegates received it very well. But Jinapo says that Bawumia will bring victory to the NPP. Now, let me take you to my Joe Online.
Okay.
Sam Jonah is speaking, and he says that Africa must abandon economic deference and aggressively pursue its own interest. We should not defer our hopes to other economies and other countries, but we should unapologetically look inward and drive our own growth. He was delivering the keynote address at the Africa Trade Summit 2026, and he said the era of a predictable rules-based global system is effectively over, leaving Africa dangerously exposed if it fails to act decisively. You know, the UK Prime Minister was in China. And if you follow some of the analysis, watchers are saying that people are now going to China because there is predictability with China. They are running away from the US because Charlie Trump can go and eat some bad jollof and decide that I should slap you with 30% tariffs. And so Sam Jonah is saying that the era of a predictable rules-based global system is effectively over. So we need to decide the way we want to grow, and we need to look inward, and we need to work together as a continent. We need to be selfish. Yes, that's how he put it.
Well, unfortunately, I agree with him, but one of the things we've done in Africa is that even the things that are supposed to help us, we seek international support in doing them. Okay, we're not prepared to spend. And so everything African, we're going to the EU, we're going to China, we're going to seek help. Look, Russia Africa Summit will go to Russia. China Africa Summit will go to China. Canada, I mean countries, individual countries.
That's why our president launched the Accra Reset.
Yeah.
So that we will lead our own development and shape the narrative.
We have to.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's time now for us to bring you the BBC News. It's brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us and Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Our Viktor Orban's National Conservative Party, Fidesz, now faces a serious challenge from Peter Magyar and the Tisza Party. What could a post-Orban government look like?
Hungary, the alternative to Orban, today at 9:30 and 21 GMT. At 8:30 GMT, Business Daily.
Today, we explore some of the reasons why you buy what you buy. Behavioural science is influencing your choices in ways you're probably not aware of. But how does it work, and why is it so effective?
Now it's back to Newsday. This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Hello and welcome to Newsday on the BBC World Service with me, Anne Soy, in Nairobi and James Copnall in London.
US President Trump has threatened Iran with a massive armada and says time is running out for a nuclear deal. His Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, had this warning.
The protests may have ebbed, but they will spark up again in the future because this regime, unless they are willing to change and or leave, have no way of addressing the legitimate and consistent complaints of the people of Iran who deserve better.
The British Prime Minister has been meeting with the Chinese President in Beijing. We look at this crucial meeting and how it resets diplomatic relations between the two countries.
And US lawmakers will ponder the future of Homeland Security. Senators say they will block funding for the department unless changes are made to limit the power of immigration agents. Find out more after this bulletin of the latest world news.
BBC News with Moira Alderson. President Xi Jinping of China has told the visiting British Prime Minister that Beijing stands ready to develop a long-term strategic partnership with the UK. Keir Starmer said the two countries must build a more sophisticated relationship. Laura Bicker is in Beijing.
This relationship means different things to both sides. For the United Kingdom, this is about business only. And we do understand that within the next few hours, we might see some deals announced that could include, for instance, some investment in car manufacturing in the United Kingdom. It could include more deals on renewables. But for President Xi, when he met Sir Keir Starmer, framed this in global terms. He talked that this visit was happening in turbulent and fluid times. And in the last few months, we've seen Canada, France, France, we're expecting Germany next month, are coming to Beijing at a time when they're dealing with an unpredictable US president who is continuing to threaten tariffs.
China says it's executed 11 members of a clan who it says ran online scam operations in eastern Myanmar. Chinese state media said the executions were carried out by a court in Wenzhou in the eastern province of Zhejiang. Jonathan Head reports.
The 11 members of the Ming family were the first of the Myanmar scam bosses to be executed by China, but they will not be the last. 5 members of the Bai family were also sentenced to death last November, and the trials of 2 other groups of defendants, from the Wei and the Liu families, have not yet concluded. These clans built Laokai, a remote town on Myanmar's border with China, into a notorious hub for online fraud, forcing tens of thousands of workers to swindle mainly Chinese victims out of billions of dollars.
Democrats in the US Senate say they'll block legislation funding the Department of Homeland Security unless changes are made to limit the powers of ICE agents. The move comes after immigration agents shot dead 2 people in Minneapolis earlier this month. Their demands include a ban on federal agents wearing masks and an end to roving patrols, instead requiring warrants for arrests issued by a judge. The electric car maker Tesla has experienced its first ever annual decline in revenue, closing a difficult year 3% down as the company lost ground to the Chinese manufacturer BYD. Lily Jamali is in San Francisco.
Tesla was once one of the world's most profitable car companies, but now it says profits dropped 61% in the final quarter of 2025 compared with the previous year. The electric vehicle company has struggled to keep up with China's BYD, and boss Elon Musk's foray into U.S. politics last year likely also dragged on the company's fortunes. Tesla plans to end production of its Model S and Model X vehicles as sales of both models have faltered, with the company shifting its focus to AI and robotics.
BBC News. Guatemalan authorities say they've seized almost 5 tons of cocaine from Puerto Quetzal on the Pacific Ocean. The shipment was hidden in 7 containers loaded with sacks of flour. Guatemala's Interior Ministry said the raid was one of the biggest single operation hauls in recent years. The country is used as a bridge by international cartels to transfer narcotics to the United States. Latin American leaders meeting in Panama have called for regional unity and coordinated action against organised crime. Hosting the forum is Panama's president, who's urged the Central and South American countries to work together to gain real negotiating power against possible threats. The Chilean president-elect also called for intelligence sharing, real border control and the financial prosecution of criminal networks. Scientists from Britain and South Korea have set up camp on the huge Thwaites Glacier in Antarctica to gather data which will help them gauge how quickly global sea levels could rise. Satellite observations indicate the Thwaites Glacier, which holds back neighbouring glaciers, is shrinking rapidly. If they all melt, the water could rise global sea levels by as much as 3 metres. The Confederation of African Football has suspended Senegal's coach for 5 games and fined him $100,000 for his behaviour during the final of the Africa Cup of Nations. Isaac Fannin reports.
The Senegalese coach Pap Chow has received the biggest punishment. He's been banned for 5 matches and fined $100,000 for his role in leading the team briefly off the field after referee Jean-Jacques Ndala gave Morocco a penalty late on. 2 Senegalese players have also been suspended and fined. Everton's Iliman Ndiaye and Crystal Palace's Ismail Assar. The Senegalese Football Federation have been fined $615,000 for improper conduct of its supporters and also unsporting conduct of their players and technical staff.
BBC News.
Challenge these days, new level crowd. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank.
Oh, okay.
And that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle. And the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better, Pa. You see the way you you are smiling wide. Yes, I will switch and smile wider. Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I dey your side, Fidelity.
Glyco Life Micro Insurance customers, hey! Glyco Life damwase, more piafo, ya sumo e konfinche duanai, bonsumuni ya nantiye, ye damwase, ne ya semuse, ye de Glyco Life app abba, ewo mobile phone swa, ama yankita hudie, ayemre. Glyco Life Micro Insurance goes digital. Sese die, uye Glyco Life ejuan koswo, ana Glyco Life enidaswa customer, ehun hiase ubenya adansidie krata, etresi wetua bibi ama Glyco. Die hiani se, ube downloadu Glyco Life app no, ana ye agenta, yatituom abefu kwanso, ebe buawo, mwetumi a downloadu ewo phone so. 24 hours, ebre, any baby a wobia. Ubetumi etua wuntie ni ama Glyco. Anampo ubetumi ajusika every Glyco nchen abefo kwanso. Sanshishe edi asumdwe ebebre Glyco Life edwedifo. Baby awo any ebrebia. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Today, we hit the streets to ask Ghanaians, what would you do with free fuel for 1 year?
Oh, road trips with the girls every weekend.
That's extra savings to help fix my car.
Charlie, 1 whole year, I'll finally be able to visit my mom without worrying about the distance.
This season, it's feeling after filling from Shell with new and improved fuels so you can do the things you love. Buy 300 Ghana cedis or more worth of new and improved Shell fuels and stand a chance to win. Free fuel for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 1 year. It's time to try the new and improved Shell fuels with additives that deliver efficiency, cleaning, protection, and performance. Don't miss out. Fill up with new and improved Shell fuels and get rewarded. Promo runs till the 28th of February 2026. T's and C's apply.
New and improved Shell fuels. Simply better by far. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, do they want to sack you dry? Why shall I way? Engagement things and kwenye. Hey, sure. They even added washing machine, fridge, flat screen TV, 65 inches and so. How do they expect you to buy all these and still take care of your family? Oh, Kwame.
Mama. And how hukra? With Access Bank's Pick Now, Pay Later, we can get everything now in minutes and pay at 0% interest over the next 6 months. Eye koko kra.
Hey, sir.
Access Bank says faster is here. With a now digitized Pick Now, Pay Later, life's big moments are within reach. Just click, pick, approved in minutes. For more information, call our 24-hour contact center on 0800 00 4400. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's the season of the Global Football Fiesta and all Ghana is lined up to celebrate. The exciting part, you could experience live action alongside other winners in the GCB Pack to Pack promo. Save, win, go!
Yes, simply deposit and maintain 300 Ghana cedis or more in your GCB savings and current account and earn points. Save more, accumulate more points.
Increase your chance to win mega Gantuan prizes every month. TV sets,
cookers,
freezers,
washing machines, and lots more. Plus the ultimate
all expenses paid trip to experience global football. Yankee, here we come with GCB Part to Part promo. Save, win, go. Get in the game 1st December 2025 to April 2026.
T's and C's apply. This promo is under the NLA Caritas Lottery platform.
GCB, your bank for life.
Electroland Love Offers is here. Give your special one an electrified Valentine's gift. We've got you. Top brands, crazy discounts, and freebies. We are sorting you and your loved ones this Valentine. Rock love tunes with Samsung, TCL, or NASCO home theaters. Watch love movies on LED smart TVs. Chill out with our top air conditioners. Bedside fridge for champagne? Check. Cook up love with 4 to 6 grill and oven gas cooker? Check. Surprise them with top or front load washing machines. Visit our showrooms or go to www.electrolandgh.com or call 050-315-9739. Electroland, home of luxury affordable electronics.
If you want quality, this be where you belong. Hey, it's a fair strong. Oh, gonna shout and sing the song. When the sun they hot, syntax no break. When the rain they fall, still no shake. Builders they choose and plumbers they prove. Any project you they start.
Apple. I hear say you be football encyclopedia. Name 2 countries that dominated football back to back.
Italy and Brazil, legends.
You deserve to see the ultimate football experience live and colored.
Enterprise Insurance Insurna Chile promo is now bigger. Just buy or renew your motor insurance for a chance to enjoy the ultimate football experience live. Feely. Hurry now.
Enterprise Insurance, I'm on my way.
Buy or renew your motor insurance and stand a chance to enjoy an all-expense-paid ultimate football experience. Plus, you get free fuel coupons, shopping vouchers, airtime, and data bundles. Promo runs from January to May 2026. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Enterprise Insurance, trusted for 102 years since 1924. Enterprise, your advantage.
In your cup to enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is on Joy 99.7.
All they say, oh baby, you are the guy I love. It's your baby, I'm all they say, oh baby,
Fly, won't fly. This girl gonna make you fly. So beautiful like that, I fly. That's my body, Mr. Sly. Yes, I know they lie. Me and one sweetie pie. Pie. Oh, lady, bottom power, won't want so me my bye. Bye. So far, so good. Excellent, succulent, elegant, romantic, bombastic, fantastic. When you need you know what your chopstick. On the way that I am on 12.
Welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Mr. Caesar with Araba Lawson out Adenta Hausen. Like, you know, Charlie, you see, these are rhymes. Araba Lawson, Adenta Hausen. Okay, I like that. But I like the bit about fantastic, bombastic. What about chopiastic? What does that mean? DJ X-ray. Chopstick or a chopstick. Anyway, since you know them, maybe you understand them better. DJ
No comment.
Anyway, still to come this morning here on the Super Morning Show, we're having a conversation about exercising, okay? Because we're building up to the big workout on the 31st of January 2026 at the University of Ghana Stadium. Yeah. And I want to see you there because we're going to be there. We're starting the year right. Okay, we're starting the year right with exercising. With an exercise, with a full workout, a big workout. And so we want to see you there. On Saturday, the 24th of January, we did the walk before the walk, myself and David Max Fuga. And so we're waiting for you at the University of Ghana Stadium, walk through East Legon. So we go to UPSA, when we get to the UPSA roundabout, we'll tend to Trinity Theological Seminary, then turn right through Okpongolo and back to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, Charlie. Then we're done. Okay, so meet us there. DJ X-Ray, we're meeting there, right? Sharp. We're meeting there. So this morning we're having a conversation about the need to exercise right here on the Super Morning Show as part of our Health and Wellness Month conversation here on the Super Morning Show. Also coming up this morning on our Roads of Peril, the focus is on the Medie Akoto Road. Now, years ago, we moved onion sellers to Ajen Kotoku. Now, the road to Ajen Kotoku is so bad that these sellers actually complaining. We've moved people to a place supposed to be the bulk center, so people come and leave it there. Look, that whole area should be a developed area, because that has a ring of influence. Okay, the whole Ajen Kotoku stretch. Once people are coming there buying, it becomes a services hub. Unfortunately, the road is in a deplorable state. And you're expecting people to go get onions from that area, bring them to our markets and sell. Why? But if they go there and they're struggling, all the challenges become costs.
Yeah.
So, what have we achieved? We'll get into this conversation also here on the Super Morning Show.
You know one thing we have to do?
Tell me.
We have to put together all the Roads of Peril documentaries and send it straight to the Roads Ministry.
Yes.
We need to send them to Abuja.
Yes, that's what Pearl is doing.
Yeah. We need to send them to Abuja. And then he'll pay for the shocks of our truck that we've been using to go
Well, very important. That's
because this is monitoring and evaluation for him.
Yeah.
Yes. Monitoring and evaluation. Yeah.
Charlie, the roads in this part of our world is bad. It's bad. Charlie, and that's it. Anyway, as always, we do the show with you, so get on to X, use the hashtag JoySMS, and then on WhatsApp, beg your pardon, 055 1111 997.
Yes, I know they lie. Me one sweetie pie. Lady bottom power won't want so me my bye. So far, so good. Excellent, succulent, elegant, romantic, bombastic, fantastic. When you need you know what your chopstick. On the way that I am what Caesar.
When you need you know or your chopstick. Hey, Mr. Caesar. This guy, Anyway, let me tell you about Imperial General Assurance. Imagine hitting the road with total peace of mind. Now, that's their Semper Super promo packed with goodies from Imperial General Assurance from now to the 30th of April. When you insure, renew your motor policy, you're not just protecting your car and yourself, you stand a chance to win instant rewards that make every drive feel like a celebration. Here's what is waiting for you. Free fuel and EV charging coupons to keep you moving. Free vehicle diagnosis at accredited garages, a 1-year life insurance cover for extra protection, and branded souvenirs, umbrella, tissue boxes, and more. Don't let this moment pass. Call 0577 667 43628. Speak to your broker or visit any of our agents nationwide. Insure, drive, and win big with Imperial. Follow us on social media for all the updates. T's and C's apply. Imperial General Assurance, solid protection.
And Kingdom Books and Stationery is your #1 supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. They have the online store. You can shop online without going to any of their shops physically. So go to Kingdom Store online and they will arrange delivery to your homes and offices. They also offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Amoah across all networks. So go to Kingdom, buy everything you need. But remember, terms and conditions apply. Kingdom, quality and affordability is their hallmark.
So the fuel tip for today: always stop at the first click. Is the safest, cleanest, and cheapest way to refuel. Teach your driver or family members too. Let's keep our stations spill-free all year with COMAC. That's the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies. So don't say that, oh, topping. Maninyama.
Ejika no ejai.
That's all.
Ejika no ejai. Anyway, if you have a big dream and you're not sure where to start, I recommend Heritage Christian University to you. They have a scholar practitioner faculty, and they'll guide you through to solve real-world challenges as you study with them. And if your passion lies in business, computing, health, psychology, media, or theology, HCU provides the path. Experience and university education that challenges you to dream, pursue, and achieve. HCU is a chartered university and accredited by GTech. So begin your journey with them this January 2026. Call them on 054 777 7731. 0547 777731. Heritage Christian University, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
So with Millennium Insurance, you don't have to worry whether it's motor, properties, marine, travel insurance. We've got you covered. Millennium Insurance is fast and reliable. When life throws you surprises, Millennium Insurance makes sure you're ready. Call Millennium Insurance today on 0501 418 228 and insure the unexpected before the unexpected insures you. Millennium Insurance Company, your trustworthy partner.
Kojo, when was the last time you changed your oil for your car?
January. Yeah. So this month.
You've changed it already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Samuel Adami, have you changed your oil? Go to Total Energies.
Okay.
Yes. Yesterday I went to the Total at Ridge.
Oh, okay.
I changed my oil and I got a discount.
Oh, that's nice.
And the discount is for everybody. It's not just for me, it's for everybody.
We can use it to buy gobe.
You can use it to buy gobe. I'm saving mine to use
to buy gobe for the rest of the year.
No, to buy more fuel. So if you go to any Total Energies outlets, they've reduced their lubricant prices. The 4-liter quartz 9000 SAE 5W40 is now 107.5. It used to be 118 cedis. The 5-liter quartz 9000 Future 0W20, which was 148 cedis, is now 134 Ghana cedis. And the 4-liter Rubia Fleet HD 400 15W40, which was 80 cedis, is now 72 cedis 50 pesos. It's top quality, meeting great savings. So go to any Total Energy station nationwide and enjoy premium quality engine oils, transmission fluids, and coolants at significantly lower prices. And indeed, you can save money to buy Davis Gobe. Total, choose Total Energies, choose quality.
So I'm sure you've heard the news, and there's still time to win big. It ends on Saturday. The SG Ghana festive cashback promo is still ongoing. Do not miss the chance to win back the money you spent shopping this festive season. So from now to the 31st of January 2026, use your SG Ghana Visa card for all your transactions. Make at least 5 transactions of 2,000 Ghana cedis and more, and stand the chance of winning your share of the 120,000 cedis in the grand draw. The more transactions you make, the better your chances of winning. SG Ghana Visa Festive Cashback Promo. Spend now, smile later. For more inquiries, call 0302 214 314. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by NLA on the Carters Lottery platform. Societe Generale, Ghana, the future is you.
And if you are driving, this one is for you, okay? Trusted for 102 years, Enterprise Insurance just dropped the Insure Naturally promo. Yes, it's the road to the ultimate football experience. You insure, you chill, you get to go and see the World Cup. So when you insure your car with Enterprise, you don't just get protection, you get extra rewards. You enjoy free coupons, fuel coupons, airtime, shopping vouchers, and stand a chance to win an all-expense-paid ultimate football experience live at the stadium. Insure your car now with Enterprise Insurance and be part of the Insure Naturally promo. It's running from now till May 2026 and it's regulated by the NLA. Terms and conditions apply. Enterprise, your advantage.
So Ghana, let's talk water tanks, and I'm sure by now you know the secret to real water storage. It's simple. If your tank doesn't have the tortoise on it, then you know you have to change that tank, because the tortoise tank, Syntex tank, is the champion of water tanks. It's strong and durable and built to handle our Ghanaian weather. Rain or shine, Syntex tank has your back. So my people, go outside, check your tank, and if it doesn't have the tortoise on it, then you know it's time to upgrade. Join the Syntex family today and enjoy water storage that's tough like a tortoise. Call 0244 335168 to buy now, or find one of our 400 agents nationwide. You can also shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex Tank, strong, tough.
And the Drone Ignite Africa Summit 2026 is coming up. It's happening on February 10th and 11th at the Kempinski Hotel and the University of Ghana Athletic Oval. It's a 2-day conference, and it brings together government leaders, industry experts, startups, and investors. And they're going to have high-level discussions and live demonstrations. If you want to learn about drones, AI, and robotics, register for this summit. Go to droneigniteafrica.com or call or WhatsApp them on 054-719-7671 for enquiries. It's sponsored by Axis Drone Service, Soko Aerial, Drone Hub Ghana, Fidelity Bank, Minerals Commission of Ghana, Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations, and West Africa. Charlie, Ministry needing now yet into you.
And that's the whole idea.
Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation.
Yeah.
For real.
Well, at Access Bank, rewarding our customers is at the heart of what we do, and that's why we've introduced Rewards by Access, which is a loyalty program designed to add value to your everyday banking experience. So whether you're shopping, traveling, or handling business expense, every transaction you make with your Access card brings you closer to exclusive benefits, premium privileges, and personalized rewards, all tailored to suit your lifestyle. Points earned through your card transactions can be redeemed seamlessly at any of our merchant partners nationwide, making your spending go even further. So whether you're a frequent flyer, regular shopper, or managing daily, family, personal, or business needs, Rewards by Access ensures you get more from every spend. Use your Access card today and enjoy a rewarding banking experience only with Access Bank. Visit loyaltyrewards.ghana.accessbankplc.com or call toll free 0800 004400 for more details. Access Bank, more than banking.
And you know, life is moving very fast, so your insurance should also move as fast as your life moves. And Glyco Life app is helping you to be in sync with your insurance. It helps you to manage your life policy easily, it's as easy as checking your socials, really. And you can track your policy, pay your premium, submit claims, and download your documents all on your phone anytime, anywhere. No queues, no paperwork, no stress. Just tap, scroll, and you are sorted. So download the Glyco Life app now on the Play Store or the App Store. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
This is the Super Morning Show. When we return after these messages, we bring you sports, food for thought, and birthday shouts. We'll be right back.
Welcome, contestants, to the final round. Winner takes all. For 1,000 points, all you have to do is give me the correct answer to the following riddle. I am one place, but with the right connection, I can be 1,000 other places. Some people call me magic. Some people call me a feeling. In me, you can be anything you want to be. I'm the most common and yet the rarest place in the whole world. What am I?
A church.
Oh, wrong. Contestant 3, what's your answer?
The answer is home.
Correct. Congratulations to our winner. Contestant 3.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Ever wondered what else your Standard Chartered Visa card can do? It is not just for taking money from ATMs. Your Standard Chartered Visa card is the enjoyment card. Use it to shop at malls and supermarkets and for all your online transactions. Book and pay for that overdue vacation online and win fantastic rewards like airtime, Melcon gift vouchers, and a weekend stay at a plush hotel and many more. It is the enjoyment card. So next time you're about to make any payment, let your Standard Chartered Visa card lead the way, not cash. It is your gateway to secure, convenient, and rewarding payments. Visit the 360 Rewards website for more information. Standard Chartered, here for good.
At 18, Mr. Mensah got his first student mattress. It was hard and unyielding, just what he thought he needed. At 46, he chose a mattress that was too soft and did not provide him adequate support. Now at 66, when you hear Mr. Mensah coming, he groans and croaks. Now he needs a chiropractor. The choices you make catch up with you. Talk to a comfort expert at Latex Foam to help you choose from pocketed spring mattresses to orthopedic and high-density foam mattresses tailored for your age, posture, and body type. And now, Latex Foam is even more. From home to office furniture that has your back, Latex Foam has a range of durable products that give you total comfort for a healthier life. View our full product range on our new interactive website at latexfoamghana.com or visit Latex Foam showrooms nationwide to speak to a comfort expert. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
What if your insurance loved you back? Whether it's protecting your home, your car, or your business, Loyalty Insurance is there to safeguard what matters most to you. And because loyalty goes both ways, we reward your trust with unparalleled service, competitive rates, and benefits that grow with you over time. It's our way of saying thank you for choosing loyalty. So if you're ready for a partner that values you as much as you value your peace of mind, look no further than Loyalty Insurance. Visit us at www.loyaltyinsurancegh.com. With us, loyalty isn't just a promise, it's our way of life. Loyalty Insurance, your loyal partner.
Welcome back. Time now for birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go, and Bank of Africa BOA Pay from Bank of Africa offers a hassle-free solution for fee collection and other payments. Call us or chat Fafa and boaghana.com for details. We'll bring you the birthday messages shortly, which means we can get into...
Let me do one quick one because he's listening to us in the car. Jude Asante of Mary Mother of Good Counsel School. Today is your birthday. Lots of love from your dad and your dad Jude Asante, your mom Priscilla, and your sisters Asantewa and Ifia. And the message is enjoy God's blessings.
So that's Jude Asante Jr.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the Sports Center then. Brought to us by MTN. Switch to MTN's eSIM. Download my MTN app to go SIMless today. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. FPAC blows your pain away, and DSTV, your home of entertainment.
And Happy New Year to you from Standard Chartered. Whatever you are dreaming of this year, if it's got to do with financial stability or freedom, you need to talk to Standard Chartered because this is the perfect time to start. Okay, they can help you explore a range of wealth management and investment options to support your 2026 financial ambitions. So let's have a discussion on wealth management and investment options to help you build a strong and diversified investment portfolio. Speak to experts at Standard Chartered Wealth Management today and make the first step toward making your dreams a reality. Call them on 020-202-7682 or 020-222-0499. info@scwealthmanagement.com is their email address, and you can find them on the 4th floor of the Standard Chartered Opebia branch or any of their branches. Standard Chartered, here
for good. Now let me introduce you to MTN Business Eye, because you can keep your business secure anytime, anywhere with MTN Business Eye, the smart surveillance solution that gives you total visibility and control. It's powered by Wi-Fi, SIM connectivity, cloud storage, and solar energy, so your security never sleeps even when the lights go out. Enjoy 24/7 monitoring, real-time alerts, two-way audio, and reliable backup, all at affordable rates. Dial *5060# now and keep your business in sight always with MTN Business Eye. MTN is everywhere you go.
And sleep on the right mattress. Choose the right mattress for your age, for your sleeping posture and body type. That's why Latex Foam should be your partner for life. So talk to Latex Foam today. They have comfort experts in all their showrooms, and they have a new interactive website, which is latexfoamghana.com. Go there. You find everything you need when it comes to getting the right mattresses to guarantee your comfort. Latex Foam is your partner for life. It's now time for the Sports Center. And Fentio Tahiru, the man from Tumu.
Yes.
International man from Tumu.
Yes.
Whose roads are going to be constructed and completed by December 2027.
I heard the minister yesterday. We thank God. We thank God. Anyway, good morning to all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentio Tahiru. Fentio coming up.
Ornish hangs it up there. The goalkeeper's there! Oh my goodness gracious me! This is unbelievable! A diving header from Trubin!
Yeah, Benfica goalkeeper Anthony Trubin's goal in the 98th minute secured Benfica's spot in the playoffs of the Champions League, while Real Madrid missed out on automatic run of 16 qualification and will participate in the playoffs. Meanwhile, in Napoli,
Palmer plays in João Pedro, 2 against 2. João Pedro! What composure! Another fabulous finish. Palmer and João Pedro link up to devastating effect.
yes, that's João Pedro. He scored twice to seal victory for Chelsea against Napoli and booked automatic qualification to the Champions League last 16 for the Blues, who will review last night's chaotic action in the last run of games in the group phase of the UEFA Champions League. But first, the build-up to the Joy Big Workout this Saturday starting at the University of Ghana Stadium is intensifying. One of the companies that have confirmed participation is NS Chemist, and Michael Quay is their brand lead.
And so, thank you for this opportunity, and it was actually a thing that we've been actually looking forward to, because we believe in fitness so much, and we believe that every Ghanaian should take fitness seriously. And aside just taking fitness seriously, you need to be supplementing the right way. So we believe we can come on board and help in and getting people with the right nutrition before the sports or before the walk, and the right nutrition after, so that they can actually enhance and improve their fitness lifestyle here in Ghana.
That's Michael Quay. He's brand lead for NS Chemist. They will be at the Joy Big Workout fitness event at the University of Ghana Stadium on Saturday, 6 a.m. It's a walk, an aerobic session, so coming and let's have fun. Let's talk about our biggest story of the day. Last night while you were sleeping, the Confederation of African Football handed out suspensions to several players and coaches following the AFCON final debacle. Now, CAF has suspended Senegal coach Pape Thiaw for 5 games and fined him $100,000 for unsporting conduct after he told his players to leave the pitch during the AFCON final in Morocco earlier this month. Thiaw told his players to leave in the match after they had a goal disallowed, and minutes later Morocco were awarded a penalty that was ultimately missed by Brahim Diaz. Senegal went on to win the match 1-0 thanks to Pape Gué's extra time goal. There's more in this report.
CAF also fined the Senegalese Football Federation $615,000 for the conduct of the team and their supporters, while Ilman Ndiaye and Ismail Assar have each been suspended for 2 CAF matches for unsporting conduct towards the referee. Morocco's appeal to have the AFCON final result overturned following a 15-minute delay caused by the Senegalese players for leaving the pitch was rejected by CAF's disciplinary committee. The hosts were also hit with fines totaling $315,000 for the conduct of ball boys, the behavior of players and staff in the VAR area, and the use of lasers by supporters. In addition, Captain Ashraf Hakimi is handed a 2-match CAF ban with 1 suspended for a year, while Ismail Saibari received a 3-match suspension after both were found guilty of unsporting conduct during an incident involving Senegal goalkeeper Edouard Mendy's pitchside towel in Rabat.
That's Domobene Abdul Karim's report there. So several suspensions, several bans handed out. Most notably, Pape Thiaw, the head coach of Senegal, getting a 5-match ban and a $100,000 fine. CAF didn't say in the statement, though, whether this will affect his ability to coach at the World Cup, as was the case with Lai Kingston in the 2006 World Cup, where he was suspended at the AFCON and ultimately missed the World Cup as a result of that. To throw more light on this, we've been joined by a lawyer, Godslove Bogoble, to tell us a bit more. Bogo, thank you very much for joining us. My first question to you, there are very conflicting opinions about this punishment handed out to Senegal. Is this a maximum allowed, or do you think that this was punitive enough?
Alright, so thank you for having me, and then good morning to all the listeners and viewers. So, what people need to understand is that there were 2 separate cases before CAF. So CAF on its own had charged the out of Morocco for various breaches of the disciplinary code, the CAF disciplinary code. And then Morocco too had accused Senegal of breaching Articles 82 and 84 of the AFCON regulation. Two separate cases. Now, under the CAF disciplinary code, what happens is that there is already a maximum fine stipulated in the CAF disciplinary code, which is $300,000 per charge. So if you are found guilty of any breach of the disciplinary code, like how Senegal's coach, their supporters, and their players were done, the maximum punishment that they can give in respect of fine is $300,000. That's what the rule says.
Okay, and in this case, Senegal were found guilty of 2 charges, so therefore 300,000 per charge, so 600,000, and an additional 15,000 for their fans using lasers and what have you. Was there any possibility that Senegal could have been stripped of the AFCON title because Morocco sent their own protest urging CAF to take that specific action, and CAF has dismissed that particular protest? Was this allowed, and the disciplinary committee just decided that the offense wasn't severe enough, or this was not even possible?
All right. So regarding Morocco's protest, what it is that Morocco had to show that the match was abandoned, or that Senegal forfeited the match. But in proving that, the key ingredient that CAF relies on is the match report of the referee. So if according to the referee's report, there was no forfeiture by one of the teams, then CAF cannot override the referee's report to now say that in spite of the referee's report, there was still forfeiture as Morocco was alleging. So yes, if CAF had found Senegal guilty of the breach of abandoning the match or forfeiting the match, Senegal would have been declared the loser in that particular game, and the Morocco would have been awarded the trophy. But like I said, the referee's report did not indicate anything of that nature. And as far as CAF precedent is involved, once the referee has given a match report, CAF will defer to the referee.
Okay.
So, once the referee said there was no forfeiture, Morocco was just making a whole lot of money for nothing.
Okay, very well. Thank you very much, Goslov Bogoble. He's a lawyer joining us this morning to throw more light on this. And now we have confirmation that the actions taken against the Senegal and Morocco players and the Senegalese coach, for example, will not affect their participation at the FIFA World Cup. This is purely limited to CAF sanctioned matches. Now, there were suggestions that CAF was manipulating referees to ensure Morocco win the title, but CAF's second vice president, Ghana's FA president, Kpandai, he's rejected these claims.
I totally disagree. There can never be a conspiracy in the leadership, that means me inclusive, to reward Morocco. Not at all. That would not never happen. And I think that I'm just borrowing the words of the president when he met the press in Morocco. Every single nation that appeared at the AFCON deserves the opportunity to win. Everybody has to prepare and everybody has to be competitive. Morocco is one of the countries that competed, and truth be told, Morocco were the best performing African nation during the last World Cup. No doubt they have a very strong team.
That's the GFA president Kpandai in that interview with Metro TV. There. Now, Ghana Premier League side All Blacks, All Blacks, they've confirmed the appointment of Kasim Mingle as their new head coach until the end of the season. And Latina Travels, of course, is taking us to the World Cup, and you can call them on 0244 260 789 today to book your spot at the FIFA World Cup. Now let's wrap up with Champions League action. Real Madrid, they missed out on automatic qualification for the Champions League knockout rounds as they crumbled a 4-2 defeat at Benfica on a frenetic final night of group stage action across Europe. On Wednesday, the Benfica goalkeeper scored Benfica's 4th goal in that 4-2 victory, which means that they've taken the last spot in the round of 16 playoffs. Real Madrid themselves have also booked qualification to only the playoffs. They will not automatically play in the round of 16. Now they have to go through another round of matches to get involved. It was a typical night for Jose Mourinho, who was on the bench for Benfica.
Okay. So they qualify, but of course, PSG would also go through the playoffs.
They will also go through the playoff after being held by Newcastle. Chelsea, though, they are through to the round of 16 automatically. They won 3-2 against Antonio Conte's Napoli. And there was a Liverpool thrashing of Karabakh. There were 18 matches. Wednesday was hard to follow. Barcelona, they had to come from behind to beat Copenhagen 4-1 to also secure their qualification. Lewandowski, Yamal, Rafinha, Marcus Rashford scored a wonderful free kick. The stone that United have rejected. No.
On that note, let me bring in Uncle Ibo White with food for thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. B. The difference. Uncle, good morning.
Oh, my favorite about you, sir. Good morning. How are you doing?
Uncle, God is still taking care of his children.
God is taking care of his children. Oh, let's say it together.
Yes, God is still taking care of his children. Yes.
Excellency, you've got to learn to say these things. Otherwise, they will dethrone you from your position.
God has been and is always taking care of his children.
Okay.
Yes.
Your Excellency introducing more words in there. Yeah.
Yes.
But very important meanings in there.
Yeah. Uncle, why are you coming on Saturday?
You know that Fento won't do exactly what you ask him to do.
Never.
No.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
We'll go to CAF. We'll go to CAF.
Uncle, Fenty was asking whether you would come for the walk on Saturday.
No. Unfortunately, I will not be there.
Okay.
But what did Fento have in mind for me if I had made it?
100-meter race between yourself and myself, I guess. I wanted to see your nimble feet at work.
Oh, Fenty, why?
What do you mean, why? Uncle Ebo told you he's not fit? And that he can't beat me?
No, he hasn't said that he's not
fit. So why are you saying
why? But the man has stopped running ever since the disaster of Accra.
His much belated comeback is on Saturday.
After the Accra disaster. This is not the Bukum disaster.
This one is what?
Accra disaster.
Wait, Uncle Ebo, was it at the Accra Sports Stadium or where did this happen?
No, it is Osu disaster. It was at the Osu Primary Secondary School.
Okay. After the Osu disaster, the man is not doing 100 meters again. You want him to, you will not say that, okay, maybe he should do 100 meters with David Max Fuga. Uncle is more than 70 years, for Christ's sake.
Yes, but he's a fit uncle. Have you not seen uncle? Very nimble foot.
I know he's fit, but this one, compared to you, young man with lots of energy. Oh, come on, don't do that.
Winston.
Uncle.
Winston.
Uncle.
I think the two of you continue with the debate. Can I go on with my presentation?
Please do.
You are continuing.
Please do.
Continue with the debate. I am doing my presentation. Well, before I go on to the presentation for this morning, let me remind our listeners, and especially my patrons, that we are putting on two plays over the Valentine weekend. Friday, the 13th, we bring you Love on the Ropes, and then on the 14th, which is the Valentine Day proper, on Saturday, we bring you Dubai or No Sex. 7 p.m. on Friday, and then 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Saturday. Come and build memories with your loved one, or surprise a couple and get them a ticket to come on your behalf, and you would enrich their relationship. Winston, I continue with the diabolic broadcasts that are intercepted
Sure.
This is episode number 6. We ended episode number 5 with the principality promising to teach his subordinate demons what he called retail demonizing, which is the science of a demon being a demon and doing demonic stuff. Here now is the episode.
Okay.
The first thing to remember about retail demonizing is to focus on just one person. Remember that human beings, these dustlings, cannot stay grateful forever. The human being is a leaking vessel for gratitude. Let me explain what I mean. Regard gratitude as a liquid you can pour into a cup. The volume of gratitude depends on what the gratitude is for. But let's, for the sake of argument, say that the sense of gratitude came from something that was so huge, was such a big deal. In that case, the cup would be filled to overflowing. Remember that stupid king we hate so much? What is his name, Kra? You know, the one we knocked down 7 times and he always got up? What is his name? You see, I hate him so much that I cannot keep his name in my mind. That stupid king cost me my promotion and actually got me demoted. What is his name? Give me a minute. I will remember. Aha, David. We did everything we could to destroy his devotion to God and God the Father, but to no avail. That stupid Cain knew what humility was. It was so disgusting. A humble human being is so disgusting to us. Anyway, I don't want to talk about him, but I do want to quote something he said because it helps me to make my point. He said, "My cup runneth over." Or, to put it another way, my cup overflows. He was referring to his cup of gratitude. The good news for us is that that cup leaks. It does not stay full all the time. The volume of gratitude in it keeps dropping until there is nothing left in it. And then it is as if the human being has never had anything to be grateful for. So the trick is, don't stop the blessings of God from hitting them. When it hits them, for the moment, their cup overflows. Don't fight it. Wait a little while. And as the volume in the cup continues to drop, then start whispering suggestions that maybe what they were grateful for was a mere coincidence. Or it was just normal. And it can happen to anyone. This is called sowing seeds of doubt, distrust, and discontent. Call them the 3D of demonizing. That cup of gratitude is to be refilled by the human being. And he does this by not taking the blessings of God for granted. And he does this also by reminding himself over and over of the goodness of God, which he does not deserve, but which is being lavished on him on a continuous basis. Our job is to make the human being dismiss the blessings as nothing and to deploy the 3Ds: doubt, distrust, and discontent. Our master was excellent at that in the Garden of Eden, you know. Have you read up on it? If not, at your earliest available time, go to the library and check it out. Our master had a mission impossible. God had surrounded Adam and Eve with every good thing their hearts could, and courted the attention of Eve. He gave her so much attention that she became very fond of him. And that is the key lesson for you, demons. demonizing on a human.
Hello, Uncle.
The greater your chances of making that human. Then our master watched until the sense of gratitude began to run out. The woman.
Hello, Uncle.
To work on women, these human women, they get bored with too much goodness. Our master then began to sow seeds of, the 3Ds, doubt, and discontent. He whispered to the woman, did God really say, excellent, genius? Did God really say? Of course he knew what God has said. But when he whispered that question day to Eve, Eve began to ask herself why she should continue to be grateful to the God who seems withholding from her. If you are an experienced demon, you should be nodding your head now because you can identify how useful that strategy is. Did God really say? Doubt. Just a little out of it, but just a little that she does not think.
Hello, Uncle Ebo.
Doubt began to sink in. Then you, the demon, you become her better. Our master disguised as a serpent rather than God, because by now the doubt had made her spill all her gratitude. And with gratitude gone, trust was gone. That's where distrust comes in. And with trust gone, commitment was gone. And with commitment gone, obedience was gone. Guys, can you see how beautiful this is? My goodness, it is beautiful. It is pure magic. The good news, the wonderful thing is that we get to do this every day. We get to do this every day. Oh, I was saying, look at the time.
Oh, Uncle.
We'll continue, God willing, on Monday.
There we go again, the time. But somebody who is listening to us right now, Chief Inspector Stephen Kofieje, sends me a message and says that I should tell you that please tell Uncle Ebo, since I started following his write-ups, my heartbreak is gone. He was suffering from a heartbreak, but he says he's better now and he wants you to know. He's been following you on Facebook, and those write-ups of yours have helped him get over his problem.
Stephen, thank you very much for the endorsement and for the encouragement. And I pray that you will not confront heartbreak again, because Winston,
Uncle,
the most painful thing is to have your heart broken by a girl who is not so beautiful.
That's okay. That's if you're on the sidelines or you're on the touchline. But maybe the man that is involved sees a different thing.
Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right?
I tell you. And what may lead you to a woman, sometimes you may never understand. It's like
all
that.
Right. I'm not going to ask you whether you're talking from experience, because it is still too early in the year.
I won't even answer. Thank you very, very much, Uncle White, for joining us with Food for Thought this morning, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. It means we can bring you the Business Minute, brought to us by Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts.
Hello, my name is Daryl. Welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts. Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, has downplayed concerns about the city's performance, insisting recent movements do not signal tougher times ahead. This follows a 4% depreciation of the local currency against the US dollar in January. Meanwhile, mobile money transactions continue to surge. Total transactions hit a record 4.5 trillion cedis last year, according to the Bank of Ghana's latest summary of economic and financial data. In the transport sector, Minister Joseph Bukari Nikwe says Ghana is edging closer to establishing a new national airline. This comes after a government committee submitted its report examining options for a new national carrier expected to take off next year. Elsewhere, the US Federal Reserve has voted to hold interest rates steady. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Now let me tell you about Anointed Engineering Services Limited, which is into the sale of ultra-silent fuel-efficient diesel generating sets, with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. And every generator you acquire, you will enjoy a 5-year warranty. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. Their services include a 24-hour emergency service, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental service, professional advice, sale of tower lights and rental. Now you can locate their East Legon branch at 26 Boundary Road, Legon, close to the AH Hotel. And head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. They also have 21 branches nationwide. They are into skill training. They have a training school that trains students in generators, plants, auto mechanics, electricals and controls, as well as solar installations, offering 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. So call them on 0243 480 334 or 0246 423534. Anointed, the generator experts. Now, Roman Productions, in partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, presents the Valentine Fiesta, featuring two of the best Uncle White's original love stories on stage. The schedule for Valentine Fiesta is as follows: 13th February, 7 p.m. only, Love on the Ropes. And then 14th February, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., Dubai or No Sex. Venue, National Theatre. Rates 300 cedis per show for individuals, 500 for a couple, and 225 for holders of the Roverman loyalty cards. Tickets are available via the Rover app. Koba short code *365*535# and at the regular outlets at Joy FM Front Desk, Shell Shops at Airport, Tema Community 11 and Dansuman, and at the Bachuna Total Shop. To place large orders or make enquiries, WhatsApp 0505 546 030 or call 0505 546 010. Sponsors Gino Tomato Mix and Koba, communication partners, Notify and Logistic Movers. Your Valentine celebration cannot be exciting and memorable without the Roverman's Valentine Fiesta. Buy your tickets now. Roverman Productions, be the difference. Yes, Kojo.
What are you buying for me for Val's Day?
Buying what for you?
I'm your friend. I'm your brother. Don't you love me?
I'll say Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Gyrophano. Hey, Valentine. I'm a musica.
I'll say Happy Valentine's Day to you. Or you don't like that one?
You have to buy me a present.
To be very honest with you, I have to buy you a present.
I want a pickup.
You want a pickup?
If it's even better. With a 500 kilometer range.
Okay, you want. I need a pickup.
No, I need a pickup.
No. You spoke before I did. You want a pickup. I need a pickup. So let's see to the need before the want.
I can donate my left kidney.
No. Keep it. Keep it and give it to somebody who may need it.
Charlie, my pickup boy for now.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll Okukrubo.
Pickups. Anyway.
Oh, he'll Okukrubo. Do you know who Okukrubo is?
Who's Okukrubo?
The BOG boss. What's his full name?
Dr. Johnson Isiama.
Yeah, Johnson, Yohaniba. And Isiama. Okukrubo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okukru Sidino.
Here. Let's get interactive this morning. Social media messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Yes, and EcoBank is giving you the 5-star enjoyment promo. you deposit in multiples of 400 cedis, or you take a loan in multiples of 4,000 Ghana cedis to build points and enter a draw for a chance to win your share of 1.5 million Ghana cedis in cash and prizes. It includes a 1-year insurance cover, gift vouchers, and multiples of 10,000 Ghana cedis. There is more. Customers who transact with their EcoBank card or use the digital platforms enjoy up to 15% discount on rides, experiences, events, and more. So don't miss out. Tap into vibes and be one of the 10,000 lucky winners in the EcoBank 5-star enjoyment promo. Deposit more, enjoy more. Promo runs till January 31st, 2026. T's and C's apply. Now, EcoBank will never ask you for your PIN or your password. So when in doubt, you call 0800 003225 for assistance. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Telecel Connecting Energies, Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa, and Republic Bank, we're the one for you, as well as Hollard Insurance, we've got you covered. Our focus is on the road from Medie to Kotoku, Ajen Kotoku.
Yeah.
It's in a bad state as part of our series Roads of Peril by Pearl Ofori. And we'll tell you more about Ajen Kotoku, from Medie to Ajen Kotoku. And Ajen Kotoku is supposed to be the bulk market, okay, where we relocated the onion sellers from Agbogboshi to, yes, we know some of them are back to Agbogboshi, but why would a critical place like that have poor roads? That I do not understand. A market should not have poor roads leading to them. You know, markets have a critical aspect of our social life in this part of our world. And the market's area of influence is such that you must really, really make sure that the roads there leading to and out of the market are in good shape.
Yeah, it's important that we do this. It's important that we do this. And onion is one of the big things that is in every meal in the country. And there's this unfortunate thing happening to the onion traders. There are some of them at Ajen Kotoku and some of them on the Winneba Road.
Yeah.
And in both instances, they are suffering from bad roads and road problems. The Winneba people are dealing with a lot of dust. Ajen Kotoku people are dealing with really bad roads. And we're highlighting this because the roads that lead to places of economic importance need to be fixed. Okay? And the roads that also ensure that we get general convenience as a people also need to be fixed. And Ajen Kotoku is one of the areas. And that place to host a lot of businesses. You can talk about water bottling companies, beverage companies, different types. One of our biggest waste treatment plants is in Ajen Kotoku. One of the Just Pond plants, I've been there before, is in Ajen Kotoku. So the road is important. Very, very, very important, and we need to deal with it. But let me tell you about Telecel. Your money deserves the safest home, and with Telecel Cash, you are protected every step of the way. No risks, no worries, no long stories, just peace of mind. Dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app now for safe, secure transactions. Telecel Cash, the safer choice. Sunday, Keke.
When we return after these messages, we will bring you Roads of Peril, and the focus is on the Medie to Ajen Kotoku stretch.
There's also something to be said about the Northern Business School issue.
Yeah.
The fire that resulted in 900 girls having to go home. I think that they don't have to go home. Ministry of Education, the minister, if he calls Minister of Defense at the moment and asks for help, they can move some of their military tents to the school. The same tents we moved to Jamaica to go and offer relief to them after the hurricane and the problems they have. We can move some of those same tents. The air conditioning. You know, Kojo Black was in Jamaica about 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago with Amani, the Deputy Minister of Defense. The same tents Ghana donated to Jamaica. Mattresses. Everything. We can organize them in 24 hours and keep the 900 girls in school to continue their education.
We'll talk more about these after these messages.
There are many reasons
reasons to connect. And it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter Angela.
Meba Kojo, I sure why. Tea cash naba. No papa ina dawasi.
Caring for my parents, that's my duty. I also get to pay my utility bills easily with Telecel Cash. And to the suppliers at my shop.
Hello, sir. Telecel Cash payment received right on time. Thank you.
I get to make them smile because I can pay to my suppliers' merchant numbers, even on other networks directly. My dear ones, we keep the connection stronger when our family, friends, and business relations are happy. Live on cash, enjoy convenience, and make those who matter smile when you send them money with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Make a choice. Go for it. You need support to achieve. A new verse awaits you. The Republic Verse, where you're treated as uniquely as you are. Succeed, thrive, outshine yourself. This is our verse, the Republic Verse. Join the Republic Verse and big up. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling. Wow. Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them. Count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
The Kakamutobi come out in the festive season and they are as scary as our bills. But we don't want to miss out on parties, family and festivals. Whether you say Akwaba, Maraba, Wezo or Obake, EcoBank says tap into 5s in the 5-star enjoyment promo. Be one of 10,000 lucky winners when you deposit multiples of 400 Ghana cedis or take a loan in multiples of 4,000 Ghana cedis to win up to 1.5 million Ghana cedis in cash and prizes. 1-year insurance cover, gift vouchers and more. That's not all. Use your EcoBank card, mobile app, USSD or POS to transact and enjoy up to 15% discount. Tap into vibes with EcoBank. T's and C's apply. Bill shouldn't scare you. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. EcoBank will never call or text asking you to verify sensitive information like your PIN, Ghana card or bank card information. Pay better attention to details.
Honey, Easter in Dubai will not be bad, crowd. What do you think?
Hey, Dubai pa! But how?
The Activa Sida promo.
Hey!
Activa Insurance is thanking its customers and welcoming new ones. Just buy or renew any Activa Insurance policy and enter into a draw where you can win a fully paid trip to Dubai. Flight, hotel and tours all covered. And if not Dubai, you can still win TVs, fridges, washing machines and many more.
Really?
Yes. Buy your home, motor, fire, travel, personal accident insurance or any Active Lady solution.
Amazing!
Walk into any Activa Insurance branch or agency nationwide or dial *713 *313# now. Asida promo is partnered by Travel Planners Ghana, your travel experts, and Malcolm. Promo ends 5th March 2026. T's and C's apply. Active Insurance. Our clients, our passion. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Rosebank International University College is a proud brand of the Advitech Group, Africa's largest private education provider. With 146 schools across 5 African countries, we are fully accredited by the South African Qualifications Authority, the British Accreditation Council, the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, City and Guilds UK, and Capsicum Culinary Studio. We offer a Doctor of Business Administration, DBA, MBA, MSc, and MPhil in Digital Marketing, Bachelor of Supply Chain Management, targeting professionals in freight forwarding, customs, etc. At Rosebank, we offer programs in commerce, hospitality, ICT, and culinary arts available at diploma, undergraduate, and postgraduate levels, all carefully designed to equip you with the skills and qualifications needed for a successful global career. Admissions are now open for January 2026. Visit our modern campus at Airport Commercial, Opebia House, Accra, or apply online at www.riuc.edu.gh or call us now on 0307 007 800.
Do you want to remain productive and competitive in your business? Then I am happy to remind you that Anointed Engineering Services Limited is still here to serve. We provide homes, offices, and institutions with ultra-silent, reliable, and fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3000 kVA at unbeatable prices. You also enjoy a 5-year warranty. Anointed Engineering is noted for unwavering 24-hour after-sale emergency service, rental and sale of tile lights and genuine spare parts, undertake repair and maintenance of all diesel generators and buy back used generators. Sign up today at our training school and gain hands-on experience from our team of professionals on generators, plants, auto mechanics, electricals, controls, and solar installations. Anointed Engineering has 21 branches nationwide. Locate us at East Legon, 26 Boundary Road, close to the AH Hotel. Call us on 024-642-3534 or 024-348-0334. Locate our head office in Accra at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling. Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, Auntie Akos. My momo is finished, but I still want to buy some pepper.
Hey, you are still stressing. You haven't heard about Extra Balance from Forms Capital?
Extra Balance? Which one is that?
It's a good way to get a small boost for your momo wallet when the pockets are dry. Extra Balance will give you a little extra money to sort yourself out till your next top-up.
So, even me, I can use it?
Of course! Extra Balance helps everybody. Market women, students, small traders. No wallet left behind. With Extra Balance from Forms Capital, you get a little extra when your wallet runs low. Also, the interest is only charged for the days you actually use the money. It's part of our mission to drive community growth and financial inclusion, because when everybody can move forward, we all win. Sign up for free on the Momo app, navigate to Financial Services, Advances, and select Extra Balance to register. Or dial *170#, select 5, select 3, then select 4 to activate Extra Balance. Live extra with Extra Balance.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. I'm Winston, Amoah, and today in our series Roads of Peril, the focus is on the Medie to Ajen Kotoku Road, and onion sellers at Ajen Kotoku and commuters decry deplorable road network on the Medie Kotoku stretch. The commuters on the Medie to Kotoku Road in the Ghana West municipality are familiar with the challenges associated with plying that stretch. At the heart of it is the Ajen Kotoku market, the onion trading hub in the Greater Accra region. The traders lament that customers are hesitant to visit, and the bad road is increasing the cost of doing business. In today's series, Roads of Peril, Joy News Pearl Ofori takes a look at life along that stretch, and this is also live on Facebook. That's the video is live on Facebook, and also on YouTube. You can watch it.
I need a sepa from Kotoku comedy and the Kwana sepa wiki be a shop. It's no spare parts in the wiring.
Union to link from Ajen Kotoku, linking Accra, Medina, and the rest is very short distance, but due to the bad nature of the road, we are suffering.
It delays our movement. Then also, before you get back to wherever you're going, you get tired. You have waste problems.
At the Ajen Kotoku Onion Market in the Ghana West municipality,
Osman Mohammed Sidi plies his trade. He sells onions transported from northern Ghana and neighboring countries. He and hundreds of other traders were relocated here from the Agbeglochi market as part of a decongestion exercise. But years on, access to the market remains a major challenge. Osman says the stretch of road linking Medie, 3 Junction and Ajen Kotoku has deteriorated badly, making business costly and uncertain.
Road linking from 3 Junction to Ajen Kotoku, Medie to Ajen Kotoku. Even when Mr. President, when he came during the campaign, he came to Ajen Kotoku here. We made that concern to him that Mr. President, the former government, they promised us that they are bringing us to Ajen Kotoku. We made a lot of complaints, and the roads are the key this thing, which is linking the customers to the onion market. But yes, still they didn't do it. And Mr. President too, John Mahama, who also came to the Ajen Kotoku market to come and do his campaign, we made this complaint to him. We've been complaining several times. The road, onions here, customers.
Wiring. Yes, man, I saw me found my why for my show. Passengers in so far now, I'm Mississippi. A quantity in Siensa. Why? Ban on my
It delays our movement. Then also, before you get back to wherever you're going, you get tired. You have waist problems. And at least they should fix it for us. If not the normal ones, I think it will. Imagine coming, the stress that you pass through. The drivers don't want to even come.
The road hasn't always been like this, but residents say over the years, a lack of maintenance and heavy-duty trucks plying this route has made it difficult to use.
Beyond the market, the Medie Ajen Kotoku stretch serves as a key access road to several factories. The poor state of the road slows the movement of trucks supplying goods to these businesses. At the Kotoku Electoral Area Office, Assembly Member Udate Mohammed admits the state of the road is stifling development and discouraging new investment.
When the road is done, for first one, the industries, I think their business is going to grow. A lot of other companies who come and buy their products. Because of the road, a lot of companies are willing to come to some of the companies, but because of the road, they are not coming. They are comparing it to a place that the road, it's good for them, so that at least going to a mechanic or doing maintenance would. It's my dream that constructed the company, the stretch, Kotoku, their business is going to boom, and I'm praying that the road should be fixed.
He also points to steps being taken to address the issue.
Well, I remember the last assembly meeting, I asked a question to Engineer Edrin. He works with the urban roads. I asked, Honorable, when is the road going to be fixed from Medie to Kotoku? He said, Honorable, your road is 4.2 kilometers. We are waiting to come and do a feasibility studies. When the feasibility studies is done, so that the road will be fixed.
For traders and commuters, they say until repairs are done, the challenges along Kotoku Road will persist. For Joy News, I am Pale Ofori.
And a lot of your waste goes to be recycled there. Yeah, a lot of your waste goes to be and waste is a big industry, and it's a big national problem, urban problem. We need to put the infrastructure in place to enable all those things to work and function. So we are with the media people, and we stand with them. Yeah, and you see, the other point is, here we are talking about the need to decongest Central Accra. And in decongesting Central Accra, we decided we had to move the onion market to Ajeng Kotoku. The first time I got to know about that project was in 2011. The time I was a parliamentary correspondent. Then when Cecilia Dapa was, I think, the ranking member on the Works and Housing Committee in Parliament, I was part of the group who went with the committee. Now, when we got there, we were shown everything that had been done, the buildings put in place to actually ensure that when they move there, things will be right. The problem, as at that time, was the road to the market. And it was a challenge because you don't expect me to go to a market where the roads are very bad. No. I wouldn't drive there. No. I won't drive my my car to a very on poor roads to go and shop. And if we drive there, we'll add all the costs. Of course. To the price build up. Of course. And you see, the essence of a bulk market is that's where people go for, the onion, other tubers, and then we'll take them. So there will be yam to the onion, yam, and we'll take it to the other, satellite markets. So that becomes a major hub for trade. Once that becomes a major hub for trade, what would happen is that some of the women will begin to buy properties around and live there. Yeah. Automatically, other people would also come to live there. Yes. So by sending these women there, we should have known. Our planners would have realized that this was going to lead to increased traffic within the area. And so you construct the roads. Why is that a problem? I mean, I don't understand. And you know that these, onions would come in huge trucks. So the road should be the best of road because the trucks are huge. Yesterday when we were talking to the road minister, I wanted to make a point, but I forgot to make that point. The areas I said I visited, if a truck is moving from those areas to Accra, they charge you at least 25,000 cedis. You know why? Because the roads are bad. So they'll charge you 25,000 cedis. If we fix the roads and reduce their travel time from the 14 hours to about 6, 7, 8 hours, their fuel consumption will drop. Maybe transportation costs will drop from 25,000 to say 15 to 20,000. Yeah. So that cost that is passed on to the final consumer
it's removed. So all these things are key things we need to look at. We cannot take a huge market to a place and just leave them to their fate.
No, you cannot.
And expect them to survive. And expect these people to also feed us. No. And expect to get affordable food stuff from them. It won't work.
In a country where we don't calculate when it comes to, in our pricing, we don't add all the factors properly. It says, we 25,000 and you slash huge, He says, 25,000 in Tiadi.
And at 25,000, the police checkpoint we are 500.
You are. But Kojo, coming up this morning also, I want us to talk about, exercising because we're getting ready for the big workout.
Yes.
Okay. And so this morning here on the Super Morning Show, as part of our Health and Wellness Month, we're talking about exercising. We'll talk about your walk, whether you should jog, whether you should engage in aerobics. Some people say it doesn't really help.
People are signing up for gyms and they don't even know what exercise regime they need to stick with. And there are also people at home who won't seek any advice. No makoto gym equipment abefi na omo deep omo bacha. You see that one hand is bigger than the other.
Charlie. You see, that's actually a problem. And so it's important we have the conversation this morning.
Yeah.
And this morning, we're going to be joined by Otis Apian-Kansa, who's a senior physiotherapist. And the Black Stars doctor.
Yeah.
Dr. Prince Pambo. He's joining us here on
nice.
Yes, he's a sports and exercise medicine physician, a member of the CAF Medical Committee. And he's a FIFA match doctor too.
We are going to have a 5-star experience this morning.
5-star experience, yes. Because we're getting ready for the Joy FM big workout on Saturday the 31st of January. But let me say good morning to my friend Eko Dixon. I think Tuesday was his birthday.
Oh, okay.
So belated happy birthday to you, Eko Dixon. We should make time and celebrate this big time.
I'm told today is the birthday of Ibrahim Mahama.
Yes, today is the birthday of the CEO of Engineers and Planners.
And Jata Cement.
And
you want Chicha Cement?
Sir.
Today is, look, when big men celebrate their birthdays, they give things out.
Yeah.
Bobia, 10 bags of cement.
So if he has enough, space, he can do that. But if he doesn't, why do you go gifting cement?
But today is your birthday. Show your catchy powers. Let the cement flow.
On that note, we'll be right back.
One emotion football brings, no matter the nation, is joy. The kind that makes strangers hug and grown adults scream like children. For years, we have cheered from couches, celebrated in front of screens, promising ourselves, one day I will be there. That one day is here. Joy is not someday. Joy is not far away. Joy is here. And this June, you are going to meet it. Book your 2026 World Cup experience with Adansi Travels, because some moments are not meant to be postponed. They are meant to be lived. Call Adansi Travels now on 0595 500 817 or 0531 008 550.
New year, new goals, new beginnings. Admissions are now open for our January intake at Lancaster University, Ghana. Experience world-class learning, vibrant campus life, and a global community, all in Ghana. For more information, contact us at +233 030 211 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Start your journey with Lancaster University, Ghana. Apply today and shape the future you've been dreaming of.
Electroland Love Offers is here. Give your special one an electrified Valentine's gift. We've got you. Top brands, crazy discounts, and freebies. We are sorting you and your loved ones this Valentine. Rock love tunes with Samsung, TCL, or NASCO home theaters. Watch love movies on LED smart TVs. Chill out with our top air conditioners. Bedside fridge for champagne? Check. Cook up love with 4 to 6 grill and oven gas cooker? Check. Surprise them with top or front load washing machines. Visit our showroom showrooms or go to www.electrolandgh.com or call 050-315-9739. Electroland, home of luxury, affordable electronics.
Jack was on his way home. Just another evening drive. Laureen was crossing the street. Just another walk to the shop. But in a split second, everything changed. One moment could save a life. Accidents keep rising and casualties keep climbing, leaving families in pain. Remember, avoid drinking and driving. Wear your seatbelts, helmets, and look both ways before crossing. Road safety is in your hands. The Road Safety Campaign is brought to you by Ayuda, Ghana's #1 services app. App Bako Services Bebre, Universal Motors Limited, driving trust, delivering excellence, and powered by Joy FM, Adum FM, Asempa FM, Hits FM, Joy News, and Joy Prime.
Hey, Auntie Akos. My momo is finished, but I still want to buy some pepper.
Hey, you are still stressing. You haven't heard about Extra Balance from Forms Capital?
Extra Balance? Which one is that?
It's a good way to get a small boost for your momo wallet when the pockets are dry. Extra Balance will give you a little extra money to sort yourself out till your next top up.
So, even me, I can use it?
Of course! Extra Balance helps everybody. Market women, students, small traders. No wallet left behind. With Extra Balance from Forms Capital, you get a little extra when your wallet runs low. Also, the interest is only charged for the days you actually use the money. It's part of our mission to drive community growth and financial inclusion, because when everybody can move forward, we all win. Sign up for free on the Momo app, navigate to Financial Services, Advances, and select Extra Balance to register. Or dial *170#, select 5, select 3, then select 4 to activate Extra Balance. Live extra with Extra Balance.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
I want to congratulate the Joy FM for this workout thing. All of us should be finding space to do some physical exercise to avoid some of the diseases, lifestyle diseases we get. So I think it's a very good thing, and I wish all of us would take a cue from that and get some time to do some physical exercise. It will help a lot. So.
And of course, once you hear this, you know it's time for us to have our health and wellness conversation in the month of January. And we're building up to the big workout, the Joy FM big workout at the University of Ghana Stadium on Saturday, the 31st of January 2026. We're starting at the University of Ghana Stadium at 6 a.m. prompt. We'll walk through UPSA, through Trinity Theological Seminary, then turn right to Okpongulu and back to the University of Ghana Stadium. But this morning, I want us to have a conversation about exercising. And in studio is Otis Apiankansa Senior. Otis Apiankansa, who's a senior physiotherapist at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Otis, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. Good morning. Great. And on the phone is Dr. Prince Pambo, who's sports and exercise medicine physician, CAF Medical Committee member, and Black Stars doctor, as well as FIFA match doctor. Dr. Pambo, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. Great,
and I'd love to start with you, Doc Pambo, because look, we've heard that over and over again. You need to engage in some physical activity, we need to exercise. But many have asked, what forms of exercise do I engage in? What do I do as a way of exercising, Doc?
Thank you again, and let me just wish all your listeners a happy new year, and wishing everyone a very physically active 2026. I believe in the month of January, just before Valentine's Day, the gyms and the pools and the open parks are normally busy because everybody would have in their New Year resolutions that I'm going to get very physically active in the coming year. So back to the question, what do I do when I tell myself I want to exercise or I want to be physically active for health benefits? My response would be literally everything and anything that would get muscles moving, that would get joints moving, and that would get the body also moving, probably from one location to the other. All right. So exercises will come in various forms. If you even standing at one place and decide to bend your knees, go down and come up, you are moving joints, you are moving bones, you are moving muscles. That is physical activity. You can jump into the pool, swim up and down. You are moving joints, you are moving muscles, you are moving bones, and you are moving the body from one location to the other. You can decide to hit the bench, lift that 2 kg, 5 kg, 80 kg, 100 kg. It's all movement, joint, muscle, bone, and in all these, a very important organ called the heart. All right, it's also working. Pushing blood, the lungs are active, oxygen is moving, vessels are opening, and probably life gets better. This will be a summary of what I would want to prescribe as exercise or physical activity. You don't need any fanciful gym. You don't need any particular prescribed boots. You just have to be comfortable in your body, the very location you find yourself, and in your mind.
Okay, I'll get back to you. Let me come into when I get back to you, I'll find out about aerobics, and how that also contributes to physical activity and the benefits of that. But Otis, let's find out, because movements and everything is important. But there are those who've also talked about, a certain duration helping the body. So in a week or in a month, how many hours, how many minutes should I be physically active?
All right, thank you so much. So in terms of duration, what I would say that is age. It should be age specific. When we mention exercise, what we mean is that, just as Dr. Pambu has said, a physical activity, in our case, it should be goal-oriented. It should be planned. It should be structured and repetitive. In terms of how many minutes or how much time I need to exercise in the week would depend on what goal you want to achieve. What does your age permit you to do? And based on your timings, how often can you do it? Yes. Okay. So classically, if like I want to give an example, maybe like a 35-year-old young man, maybe who works as a banker, who wants to increase his physical activity, we would say that maybe a 30 to 45 minutes moderate exercise 3 times a week will be able to help you increase your function at the workplace.
When you say moderate exercise, what do you mean?
Okay, so in technical terms, let me not go there, but moderate exercise, let me say, for example, brisk walk for 30 to 45 minutes. Maybe treadmill at a speed of, say, 3.5 kilometers per hour to 4, or bicycling. It can even be a home exercise, maybe climbing upstairs at a slow pace, maybe 15 to 30 flights of stairs up and down for 30 to 45 minutes is moderate exercise.
How about skipping?
Yes, that's also depending on number of skips you want to do per time. It can be moderate, it can be high intense exercise.
Okay. So if you want to do, say, a moderate skipping exercise, how many are you looking at?
Maybe about a 50 to 70 skips per time.
Okay. Now, you've talked about say if you're 35, but let's get to those of us who are in our 40s. If you want to really exercise, do you still do the 35 to 40 minutes brisk walking? Some say, how about jogging, running?
All right. So just as we've explained and Dr. Pambo has said, anything that will keep your joint moving, that will keep your posture moving, planned, structured, and repetitive is classified as exercise. So at age 40, you may not have to do running like what an athlete would do. Yes, but something to keep your joints moving, something to keep your heart at a pace that will not be so much for the heart, and something to keep your joints and posture moving through time for a period is okay for you.
Okay. Let me bring in Doki, because you talk about that will keep your heart moving at a pace that will not be too much for your heart. I'd like to understand something, because in doing this also, the cardiologists have advised us that you need to be careful not to stress your heart. How do I know, Dr. Pambo, that I am not engaged in any form of exercise beyond or above my heart?
Okay, again, so we use the heart rate during exercises or during any physical activity to determine whether you are exercising within what is age appropriate. We call exercise medicine, and just like any other medicine, there's a prescription for it. There should be a dosage for it, which authors or the experts in the studio mentioned. So when it comes to the heart rate, what the book will tell us is, if you want to know the appropriate heart rate you should be hitting when you are exercising, they would say you take the figure 220. So 220, you would subtract your age from that 220. So if you are 40 years, you would have to subtract 40 from 220. That brings you to 180. And then conveniently, if you strike 70% of 180, then possibly that should be the kind of maximum heart rate you wouldn't want to go beyond. Fortunately, these days we have a lot of smartwatches around. I think just about a couple of weeks ago, I hit a spin bike, very motivated and excited. Then my smartwatch started telling me, you're an old man and you are hitting above your heart rate at the maximum you should be going. So you have to slow down. So that is one of the things we would use when the cardiologists are actually cautioning us this. We also say that maybe you're not wearing a smartwatch. Maybe you don't even know the 220 minus 40, 70% hitting it. First of all, you need to know what targets you want to reach. Are you going for cardiovascular fitness? Are you going for fat burning, as in weight loss and all that? So this one you need to be speaking with a specialist. But the basic thing I always tell people and clients will be, you need to listen to your body. Okay, not all 40 years are 40 years. Not all 28 are 28. You might meet somebody who is 40 years and would have a better capacity to do more than somebody who is 28. It also depends on what underlying medical conditions you already have and what kind of family history you even would have. So it's very important to know all these basics before you even begin to push harder. So listen to your body. I know if I hop on the bike or I begin to run or walk brisk, after 10 minutes or at a particular pace, I get unnecessarily tired. It shouldn't be the case. Okay, exercise should not get you to the point where you can't even catch your breath anymore and you begin to pant. If you are not competing for the Olympics or anything, these are not very necessary. Okay, so you need to listen to your body. You are doing some maneuvers and you realize that after each of these maneuvers, your knee is just too painful. Sometimes the knee is a bit swollen. You don't need to push beyond that, and you need to give your body that attention. So there should be some level of comfort within the exercises you are doing, and how your body responds to it is very important. And we always advise that athletes seek medical attention by way of doing some basic investigations on yourself. Do an ECG for your heart, have your blood pressure checked, have your sugars checked. And the basic. Then you can hit the exercise programs and hit it nicely.
Okay. We'll talk about the underlying conditions shortly, but before we get into that, I said I was going to ask you about aerobics and the importance of that. What's the impact of aerobics on the body?
Right. So aerobics would simply mean the kind of exercise that would get you needing a lot of oxygen, all right, to move. So these ones will come with, be it, dance aerobics, spin, you are on the treadmill, you are on a bike, you are just around the place. Now, so aerobics really would focus a lot more on the cardiovascular system. So people would then say, oh, cardio. All right. So it gets the heart working very well. The heart tends to contract a bit more. The vessels or the blood vessels will dilate a bit more. Blood will go up and down to the lungs, take a lot of oxygen, all right, and supply to the rest of the body. So the place or its health benefits are very big on the cardiovascular diseases, like the hypertension and any other cardiac problems. Now, we have come to realize that, we have aerobic, anaerobic. It's you can't really dissociate them completely. Part of the aerobic, your instructors are asking you, lift your hands, bring them down, squat up. While doing that, you are also doing some strength training where you would have your biceps, your triceps, your deltoids, your quadriceps. As in muscles in the thigh, muscles in the arm, also contracting, okay, and relaxing. These are also some forms of anaerobic movements, okay, that begin to help. I advise people that people will tell you, oh, I'm not bodybuilding, so I don't have to be in the gym to be lifting weight, okay? But just to say that is also very important, okay? Especially, I give you a typical example. If your doctor is saying, as part of controlling your sugar levels, you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, or there's a family history, as part of controlling the sugar, we advise you to exercise. Okay, if you see the exercise physicians, sports physicians, okay, then we will tell you that, okay, we are hitting diabetes. We know the hormone insulin helps to regulate sugar levels. Now, the mediators or receptors for insulin are located within muscle. So if you go to the gym and all you do is to want to just do aerobics, cardio, because you don't want muscle bulk, then you are not helping yourself. You would have to do a few things that would help you gain some muscle bulk. And when you are increasing muscle bulk, then the receptors for insulin are also increasing. So if you have even very little insulin in your system, there are a lot of receptors. These ones can bind, and then they will be activated to help control your sugar for you. So it's really a cocktail and you don't have to weigh. I have stopped saying one is important than the other. If you sit with your experts, then they will tell you this is how it should progress, this is how it should go. But it's always decent. You start with your cardio workout, your aerobics and all that. Heat up, okay, part of your warm up. Then if you have to lift weights or do a few things, then you go there, which should also be a way of preventing injury. Then you wrap your exercises with a cool down and proper stretch, and of course have a good meal.
Great. Let's come in studio, and there's a question for you, Otis. It says, good morning. Please ask the physio. I'm 62 years. I walk normally for about an hour between 1 or 3 times a week around my area as exercise. Is that okay, or I have to do more? If we're
okay, 62. That's
Yes.
that's okay. That's okay. But just as we've said, it's supposed to be goal oriented. So we need some markers, maybe for now and maybe in the next 3 months, to see how is this exercise impacting her blood pressure? How is this exercise impacting her sugar level? How is the exercise helping in her daily activities? Then we would know whether this exercise has been very necessary, and then that can help us add some adaptations, either limit it or add some few more or take some out.
Okay. Glory from Kokrobite says, please, is it true that if I'm doing any brisk activity without consciously having in mind that I'm exercising, it doesn't count as exercise?
Yes. There are a bit of technicalities between exercise and physical activity.
Okay.
Those of us, even in the field, we go ahead to say therapeutic exercise. So activities that will move our joints such that we're going to burn calories is a physical activity. Any activity that will change your joint position or your posture, that requires energy expenditure, that requires burning of calories, is a physical activity. Now, once you structure this, once you set a goal and it becomes repetitive, then it becomes exercise, especially for fitness. Now, when you want to use this same mechanism to impact a health challenge, then it becomes a therapeutic exercise. For example, as Dr. Pambo was explaining, if you want to use exercise as a means of regulating your sugar levels, and then you structure it, you set goals for yourself, and then it becomes repetitive, this then becomes a therapeutic exercise. But then if you just wake up and say, oh, because I think I have sugar, let me just go and walk. You walk, the next time you go again is 2 weeks' time. You are just being physically active. That cannot be classified as exercise.
Okay. So, well, you can also join us with all your messages. Get on to WhatsApp 05511119997.
Yes, Kofi. So those who don't have the luxury of having gyms in their neighborhoods and cannot afford to buy gym equipment and cannot also afford to walk in their neighborhoods because they probably go to work very early. Like as we leave at 4 a.m., we get home very late. And even when you're home early, you don't have proper streets or roads because there is all dust. So you don't want to walk in those areas. What simple exercises can we do at home in the confines of maybe in our living room or our bedroom to keep us going?
Yeah, I had the opportunity to visit a woman who has a very tight schedule. And as part of the initial assessments that we did, we realized that her stress levels at work was predisposing her to getting elevated blood pressures. So in the course of our meeting, what I did was that I decided to add to her routine breathing exercises.
Okay.
She's at the office, but we decided to take in deep breath, hold it for 10 seconds, and then blow out. So I told her she should do it 10 reps and rest for 10 sets. We realized that for 1 week, just the breathing exercises has created a lot of relaxation for her, that she now uses it as a mechanism to release stress. and that has impacted her blood pressure. You
So
get it?
simple breathing
Simple
exercises.
breathing exercise. You
Press
have
ups
no
and push-ups,
idea.
pull-ups.
You have no idea what that can do to your blood pressure or your pulse rate. Yes, so you don't need to hit the gym before you exercise. You don't need to hit the road before you exercise. You can design basic exercises even in your bedroom.
Dr. Pambo, if you're on the line, any further thoughts on this?
Thank you again. So I have always maintained that in life, whatever you deem important and essential to being alive, you always find space for it in your schedule, and you would always find a way. So within your own bedroom, you can do a lot of things. I hardly can go 1 week without exercises or doing any physical activity. I travel a lot. If I find myself in a country, in a hotel somewhere, I can't do any of these things. My hotel room is just fine. You can pace up and down. You can do sit-ups. You can do punches. I mean, you can do literally everything in that bedroom. Your apps and everything. You can really do that. Our phones play a lot of music. Are you a Lumba fan? Are you a Dinah Hamilton fan? Whichever one. Just put on that music and begin to move. All right. And these days, go on YouTube. I mean, a lot of aerobics, dance songs, people exercising. You probably might have gone back to play. If Joy FM has done this before, your big workout, it probably will be streaming or it's somewhere YouTube. You pick it up and then you are able to do all these in your bedroom. So nothing restricts us when it comes to exercising.
Okay. Adole Nkukrubite says, I'm 68, so I take out of 220, and what next, please, Doc?
I didn't get that, please.
So you talked about your pulse and you take your age out of it, and she says she's 68 years. So
Right.
I take it out of 220, and what next?
And then you calculate a percentage of it. So at the age, I'll just say, look, do 70% of what will be left when you take your age out of 220, all right, and make sure you don't exercise beyond that 70% of your maximum heart rate.
Okay.
So 220 minus 68 then becomes 152, and you're advising she takes 70%, so that becomes 106.
Exactly.
So she doesn't have to go
so
above
at her
106.
age, when you are pushing yourself and then you are just around this 106, 110, you are fine. Don't push too hard.
She says she walks 30 minutes every day. Is that okay?
So if it is just very casual walk and not brisk walking, and she's not having any other problems, then this should be fine. We always say exercise most days of the week. It's also important to give the body room for recovery at some point. But I would imagine at her age, whatever work she's doing might probably not even be moderate intensity. We're probably talking about mild intensity. And for 30 minutes, that should be fine if she's doing it every day. And this gives her joy, pleasure. She can just keep going. If her knees are beginning to talk, if ankle joints are beginning to talk, then she would have to take it. Because we also have people who get addicted to exercise, and then you see them wearing knee support, all sort of support, because the knees are giving, and they just can't stop. You need to see an exercise expert. You need to see orthopedic guys. You need to see any doctors who are involved, your physiotherapist. Then we can have a discussion around the type of exercise, so you don't also hurt yourself.
Nee is asking my question for me. It's been asked already, but we'll ask the question again. If I don't exercise per the definition given, but I have a lot of physical activity, does it not have an impact on my health by improving it? So I'll use myself as an example, right? Typically every week, Wednesday to Sunday, I'm on a farm. So I'll drive maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes in, 2 hours and 30 minutes out. But from 8 a.m. to about 5 p.m., I'm on a farm. Digging, carrying stuff, spraying, doing all sorts of things. So I don't have a routine as you've defined. But working on the farm is my routine, and it's active work. I sweat a lot. Can I not just deem it as as exercise? Does it not add to my general well-being?
Yes, definitely. Once there's physical activity, it may have an impact, or it will have an impact on your health. But then the impact can be positive or negative. Dr. Pambo mentioned that are your ankles not talking, are your knees not talking? What we mean is that once you engage your body, the body now begins to wear and tear. The joints begin to wear and tear. And these wear and tear repairs occur when the body is at rest. So in as much as we are advocating that we exercise, we're also looking at the angle where you don't wear and tear your body constantly, so that you don't give your body room for repairs. Because repairs or regeneration of the body occurs when the body is resting. Yes, so physical activity as part of your daily life, very important. But we're also looking at the positive impact and not stretching the body in order to get adverse effects for the physical activity.
Kofi, you know, Otis has brought us to one of our biggest problems as young men. When we were younger, it was 50, 60-year-old parents who had lower back problems and knee problems. But these days, your average 30, 35, sometimes even the 25-year-olds are reporting having lower back pain, knee problems, and all those things. What do we do to avoid that?
Times have changed. And probably because of modern day urbanization, maybe we are sitting more, especially for the back. Or even for those of us who go to gyms to even exercise, probably we are lifting more. So the challenge has been that we've not had enough expert counsel in our postures, in our activity-based, and modern day work has also kept most of us sedentary. So we are either sitting a lot. That's why we are recording some of these spinal or back issues. But at best, if we have a lot of, if we have the best of postural counsel, and if we are lifting, but lifting per what our bodies can permit us, and if we are moving as we ought to move, we should be fine.
Dr. Pambo, young people and back problems, knee problems, neck, ankle problems. Thoughts on that?
We are seeing a lot of that in our clinics these days. And I think it all comes to bad posturing. So these days, our handheld devices keep us very busy, and we see people in a particular posture, be it sitting or lying, but because your visuals are very engaged on something, you forget whatever is happening to the rest of the body, and then once this becomes a habit, then you cause a lot of damage. Okay, I mean, people underestimate these things. It could even be your wrist, it could be your shoulder joint, it could be your elbow joint, because you are in a particular position and you need to hold this device in a particular position, and then you would have all these issues. The other thing we are also seeing when it comes to these musculoskeletal disorders would have to do with we are in a generation where we are seeing a lot of overweight, obesity, and once you are moving around with a particular weight, that is not what probably your body is designed to carry, then you are causing wear and tear for the various joints, and then you definitely come down with some of these musculoskeletal issues. And of course, people also find themselves in gyms. I've walked through certain gyms, and I could tell straight away, even the instructor doesn't know what he or she is doing. Their interest is just to see that the client is sweating. And I've heard and seen when the client is even saying, I'm petting, then that's where they tell you, oh, keep pushing. So is it tougher to gain or no pain, no gain? All right. It's not wholly true. You understand what I mean? The person says, you're doing up, and the person is saying, my low back is hurting. And you tell the person, no pain, no gain. The next moment, the person walks to my consulting room and have to pay a lot of money, or walks to the physio unit and you have to pay a lot of money to fix that problem. So I also feel the gentlemen and the ladies who are instructors would have to be very educated and then respond to when clients are saying this is not right.
So, Doc, should we have regulation for gym instructors, for example? Should a gym instructor go through certain training and have a license so that we know the right people are training us?
Absolutely. I'm sure you do have a practice license as a journalist, big one for that matter. I have one as a medical doctor. The physios would have one. Why shouldn't the person who is instructing people to exercise not be regulated?
Okay. Now, you talked about the fact earlier that some people say they exercise, they don't sweat. And I just got a question that says, please ask the doctor, I don't sweat when I exercise. Does it mean I don't do it well? No matter the time, I do brisk walks.
I don't use the amount of fluid or sweat you bring out as a level of some exercises you do. I visit the Middle East quite often. If you move from your car to your hotel room in Dubai in July, August, by the time you take 3 steps, you are already sweating. You've not done any exercise. So, I mean, we don't use that at all. All right. The duration, you find yourself in that gym, in the pool or walking around your house, the duration and the intensity you find yourself going should just be that definition of your physical activity regimen. If you sweat, of course, that gives you that extra motivation, all right, but it's a psychological thing.
Okay. This one says, please, my work makes me be on my feet the whole day, and I consider it as an exercise. Is it enough? I am a 49-year-old woman.
Let me throw this in. It's a exercise or physical activity comes with mental health benefit. Okay, and it's one of the key therapeutic interventions when you're dealing with people with mental health challenges. Okay, so standing on your feet throughout the day working, does it bring you joy? Are you happy doing that? I always tell people, somebody tells me, oh, I walk from my house to Medina Zongo dancing and it's 1 hour every morning to get a vehicle. Is this something you are happily doing? If you are doing it and complaining that when would God take poverty away from me, then you are not gaining by way of physical activity. Okay, you mentioned you go to your farm, all right? You are doing the farm and you have joy and everything, and in your mind, something tells you that I'm also exercising. You are gaining from this. So don't say that I'm a banker, I'm an insurer, and I'm on my feet a number of times the whole time through. If it is not something that you are doing with pleasure, then you wouldn't consider it as extremely beneficial. You might have some benefit, but you should still create room to do some exercises or physical activity that you enjoy as well. People find themselves in offices where they would decide that at 12 noon, at 3 p.m., I'll just go up and down the staircase within my banking hall or the whatever space I find myself. And this is part of my exercise regimen. Good. You've already set out yourself that I'm gaining from 5 minutes from here. And we say with duration, every amount, every time, every duration counts. Okay, so we've moved away from this minimum 30 minutes rigid thing. If you can have 5 dotted around and you are hitting probably close to 200 minutes at the end of a week, I mean, you're probably good to go.
Great. Francis Inoyayefa says, good morning, I'm 57. I do 30 push-ups every morning. I push my 12 kg dumbbells every morning. I walk 30 minutes briskly every Saturday morning. I maintain my gardening every day at 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. most days. And I do my medicals twice yearly and my vitamin supplements approved by my doctor. So far, so good. Let me bring you in, Otis.
Yes, I like the fact that he said that he does his medical exams twice every year. And I'm sure per his doctor's recommendation, that if the doctor has not taken out these activities out of his regular routine, then it means that it's having a very good positive health impact on him, and that should be good.
Okay. Papa Ansa in Latekwapem says, please, is cycling a good exercise?
Yes, of course. Cycling is a good exercise. Yes, cycling can be moderate, it can be high intensity exercise. Yes, but then again, once we are saying it's good, it doesn't mean that it's good for everybody.
There's some people that cycling is not good for.
Yes. For example, in clinical practice, if somebody undergoes, let's say, a surgery of the hip where we have implant in the hip, we can be doing cycling.
Yeah. Talking about that, let me bring Dr. Pamo. You talked about the fact that based on your underlying conditions, it'd be important to know what forms, the group of people who may not be able to engage in these exercises that we're talking about, Doc.
Thank you very much. So, if, for instance, you have a very, very uncontrolled high blood pressure, okay, and anytime you initiate any form of physical activity, it keeps flying. Obviously, no exercise medicine expert would ask you to continue exercising. So you would have to necessarily get this blood pressure under good control before you can hit the gym. There are certain cardiac problems, like an inherent heart failure and all that. Okay, your cardiologist would advise you that you wouldn't be able to do exercise, zero exercise, maybe until things get better. Now, for instance, if you also have a typical joint problem, so I take care of sportsmen and women a lot. Okay, if you have a particular sport injury, you've torn your cruciate ligament or your meniscus are gone. You are maybe not a footballer, a sports person, but a normal person going about your daily activity, and then something happens in your office, you slip, and then your meniscus are all gone. Until the physios get you to a point in your rehab regimen, okay, you will not be allowed to even do any exercises at all. Okay, so these are there. We don't have anything that we would say that this individual for life you cannot exercise, when we can't also name a particular disease condition, unless, in fact, people with even stroke and almost bedridden, the only thing we believe can bring you back on your feet, partially or fully, is some level of assisted physical activity, which is done by physiotherapists largely. Okay, so really that is what it is. But you having a condition that will not permit you to exercise, it's always not a permanent situation. It's a situation that will get you seeing the appropriate doctors, Once you get fixed, and then we'll bring you back, and then you begin to hit your exercise regimen gradually before you taper out.
Doc, I'm sure there are a lot of our listeners who would want to join us this Saturday, and they are asking questions whether it's appropriate. For example, my wife likes to walk a lot, and when she was pregnant, she had to change her exercising regime. If we have listeners who are pregnant, for example, and they want to come for the walk, what advice would you give them? And this question is in two folds. There are people who like to exercise when they get pregnant. How should they change their exercise regime? And there are people who don't exercise at all, but they advise that when they get pregnant, they should exercise a little bit. What advice do you have for these group of people I'm talking about?
Okay, great. So for your big workout come Saturday, no individual is ruled out of it unless your doctors have given you marching orders that you can't do this because of this reason. Now, I would love to see a lot of pregnant women actually leading your exercise session. All right. So I have maintained that if your obstetrician gynecologist never told you that there are some contraindications to you exercising in your pregnancy, at every level in your pregnancy, you should be able to do some exercises. The level, the intensity will just be reducing when you are approaching term. In fact, research confirms that to have a very uneventful delivery, all right, one of the things that would help is if you are exercising appropriately during the time of your pregnancy. Your pelvic floor, your ab muscles and everything are well toned and strong. That woman just popped on that delivery bed and poof, the baby is out, all right, and you don't have any other complications. But again, once you have another human being in your body and pregnant, then every step of the way, your gynecologist should be the one to give you clearance that you are good to go. You are good to go. If it is not a high-risk pregnancy, like a twin pregnancy, an older person, maybe after 40, you are pregnant, or all your pregnancies have come with some complications, or you have had miscarriages before, these things will cause your OBGY to say, okay, this is a high-risk pregnancy, and this is how we want to approach it. But every human being, including our pregnant sisters, mothers, and wives, are permitted to exercise, and it actually gives them very good outcomes. It gives that baby in there good outcomes when that baby can speak, because blood is flowing well, and there are good exchanges between mother and baby, and it's always the best of outcomes.
Great, but Doc, there's this question for you before we wrap it all up. It says, please, I'm 50 but walk a lot. Is this also good for my age, or it will affect my knee like someone advised?
So, like I said, 50 and walking a lot, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Listen to those needs. Look at those needs. If they are beginning to talk, beginning to hurt, then it's time to reduce either the duration and the intensity, and then you seek medical advice. Doctors will just maybe do some x-rays and say, okay, you are good to go. Like I said, exercise comes with one or two things. Maybe because you've been walking so much, you are beginning to develop some osteoarthritis, then we'll be able to say, okay, let's slow down and do things this other way, and then we are good to go.
Great. Let me give you the last, word, Otis. So, Saturday we're going to be walking, and there are people who are listening to us now. Maybe undecided, they're asking, why do I need to engage in a physical activity? Why must I exercise? Why is it important that we exercise?
Yes, so we have talked much about the the impact that exercise will have on our musculoskeletal system, like on our muscles and then our bones. Doc also mentioned about the impact of exercise on our mental health. We've also, through the discussion, have mentioned that exercises improve our cardio function. It works on our heart, our blood vessels, and then other organs related to the heart. We've also described that exercises have influence on our hormones, and we mentioned that of insulin helping to regulate our sugars. So if we take the whole body, exercise, most parts of the body are affected by regular exercises, and exercise is one of the key things that as a human being you need to regularly engage in for diverse health benefits.
Is it good to eat before exercising?
Yes, so the regular prescription for eating and exercising is that you should have eaten about 45 minutes to 1 hour before an exercise.
Some say I just take my normal tea and then I go on my walk.
Yes, so one key thing is that you know once you start exercise, you are burning glucose, and glucose is more or less like the fuel that the body cells rely on. So you need a certain amount of glucose in your body to be able to burn them out. So if you have less glucose, your body will begin to react once you are burning out. Yes, so you need a level of sugar or a level of glucose in your body to be able to burn them out. So you don't exercise when you don't have, or you don't have any means of getting from the body.
Okay, so is it advisable to eat before going out for such a long walk? Say on Saturday at home, I take an early morning tea before I go out to walk for 30 minutes, come back and do some exercises.
Yes, I'm very sure that some of the people who may join the walk may be probably diabetic. And this person will say, okay, I don't want to miss medications, so let me take my medications before I join the walk. Already, the medication is going to take or regulate the glucose levels in the person's blood. So if the person doesn't top up, medications will take his or her glucose, and then the exercise will also take his or her glucose. It will render the person being low in glucose, and that can be tremendous. That effect can be harmful. Yes, so before you come, if you're on medications, make sure you take your meal, you take your medications before you come. You have no idea. Probably there may not be any snacks, there may not be any food. I don't know how the arrangements will be, but once you come, your body should have a certain amount of glucose that can be burnt out.
Okay, good one. Yeah, good one. Good tip. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Prince Pambo, who's sports and exercise medicine physician, member of the CAF Medical Committee and Black Stars doctor and FIFA match doctor also, for joining us this morning. And to you, Otis Apian Cancer, senior physiotherapist, Kolebu Teaching Hospital. We're grateful to all of you.
Thank you so much.
And on Saturday, we hope to see you at the University of Ghana Stadium.
Sure.
But those of us with multiple stomachs, when we finish, you can go and eat banku in one stomach and
stay with us. We'll be right back.
I want to congratulate the Joy FM for this workout thing. All of us should be finding space to do some physical exercise to avoid some of the diseases, lifestyle diseases we get. So I think it's a very good thing, and I wish all of us would take a cue from that and get some time to do some physical exercise. It will help a lot. So.
Ghana, listen up. If you're serious about starting 2026 right, Joy FM has something big for you. It's the Joy FM Big Workout happening Saturday, January 31st, and we're starting sharp at 6 a.m. at the University of Ghana Stadium. We're walking through East Legon, coming back to the stadium, turning up the energy with non-stop aerobics, music, games, and that unbeatable Joy FM atmosphere. No pressure, no judgment. All fitness levels welcome. Whether you are just starting out or you're already active, this one is for you. So call your friends, charge your energy, lace up those sneakers and pull up. January 31st, 6 a.m., University of Ghana Stadium. This is not just a workout, it's a movement. The Joy FM Big Workout. New year, renewed you.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
The kind you don't take home to mother. She will never let your spirits down. Once you get her off the street, oh girl. She likes the boys in the band. She says that I'm her all-time favorite. When I make my move to her room, it's the right time. She's never hard to please. Oh no, that girl is pretty wild now. The girl's a super freak. The kind of girl you read about. With magazine. That girl is pretty kinky. The girl's a super freak. I really love to chase her. Every time we meet, she's alright. She's alright. That girl's alright with me. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. She's a super freak. Super freak. She's super.
Hey, I can't wait for Andy Dusty to bring us the library.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you need fuel, well, make that smart stop at Star Oil, Ghana's largest oil marketing company. With over 240 stations nationwide, Star Oil gives you high-quality fuel, great service, and real value for money. This is why many Ghanaians are switching to Star Oil. And with a Star card, you can enjoy safe, cashless fueling and easy expense tracking. So wherever you go, choose Star Oil for your quality and affordable fuel.
And if you want to dream big, invest big, and do big things, you need to partner Stanbic Bank Ghana Limited. Where some see challenges, they see opportunities. Where others spot risk, they just unlock value for you. And they've been behind a lot of the energy, mining, infrastructure, trade finance deals that we've seen in this country. And their partnerships with market leaders in the energy, trade, and mining sectors prove that when ambition meets expertise, growth is inevitable. So call Stanbic today, 0302-815-789 to speak to the CIB team, or visit stanbic.com.ga to get started. Stanbic Corporate and Investment Banking, driving growth, creating sustainable impact.
Well, let me tell you about MTN. Okay, if you're a business owner looking for a smarter way to keep an eye on your shop, restaurant, office, or warehouse anytime, anywhere, then MTN Business Eye is here for you. It's powered by Wi-Fi, SIM connectivity, cloud storage, and solar energy, so your security never sleeps, even when the lights go out. Enjoy 24/7 monitoring, real-time alerts, two-way audio, and reliable backup, all at affordable rates. Dial *5060# today and keep your business in sight, always with MTN Business Eye. MTN, everywhere you go.
And if you are looking for the next best opportunity to study at Central University, the time is now. They are accepting applications for their IT and engineering courses, architecture, design, planning, business, economics, communication, pharmacy, nursing, public health, law, psychology, social work. The time is now for you to apply for the 2025-2026 academic year. And they have diploma programs for applicants whose results do not qualify them for undergraduate degree programs. And they also have graduate programs including PhD finance. They have MBAs, MPhil programs, MSc and MA programs at Central University. Now, if you're a WASI applicant, you are encouraged to try their program eligibility checker on their website, so you can assess your eligibility for any of the undergraduate programs. So no matter where your dreams are headed, Central University is where they begin. Central University, raising virtuous and transformational leaders for our world.
Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, is your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. They've introduced an online store for your shopping convenience, which means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of their branches. It's hassle-free, and they will arrange delivery to home and office within a reasonable time. They offer free delivery within Accra and Tam and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions ever apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And our stories are all different. For some of us, it's the thrill of chasing your dream of opening your new shop. For others, is how they're able to tap their phones and pay for Wache with no stress. So whatever your story is, Absa is ready with digital solutions, travel insurance, free international debit cards, flexible repayment options on loans, and countless other perks that actually matches your ambitions. So whatever the chapter you are on, Absa says we see your story, and your story matters. Absa.
Here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and it's time to talk about the Tech Law Conference 2026. And this morning we've been joined by Dr. Kweku Boadu, who is lecturer, Ghana School of Law, and program coordinator for the IT Law Postgraduate course.
University of Ghana School of Law.
University of Ghana School of Law, okay. Yeah, these days if you say Ghana School of Law, then you're drawing people to Makola.
Yes.
It's interesting.
It's not these days. That's how they've always been called.
Okay. Dr. Kweku Boadu, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too.
Great. So before we get into everything, tell us about what the 8th Lab is and what makes it relevant now.
So the 8th Lab is simply an alumni association for my students, and they are launching it today. It's an association for IT law professionals.
Oh, okay. So tell us, what should we expect at the launch and beyond?
So what they are doing is, this is the University of Ghana introduced the IT law program about 4 years ago as a master's degree program.
Sure.
So we have we've started training, and this is the first time we are doing it. And after about 4 years, the students thought that they should come together to form this association and be able to promote policy, be able to do advocacy, provide a forum for IT law professionals to come together. So when the launch is done today, they want to therefore go into activities that will allow them to pursue these goals.
So this association that you're launching, help us understand those who qualify to be part.
So basically it's those who have either graduated or are still students of IT law. But then they also are admitting anybody else who is outside their fold but has pursued a postgraduate program in IT law anywhere. And then also anybody within the IT law fraternity who thinks that they can contribute to IT policy and IT law in this country and beyond. They are
talking about IT law. Tell us what the IT law is all about. What does it really look into?
So IT law is one of the 19 postgraduate programs that the University of Ghana School of Law introduced a couple of years back. If you permit me, so I don't leave people ignorant, I will, in 30 seconds. So alternative dispute resolution is one of the programs, corporate and commercial law, energy law, policy and practice, financial markets law and regulation, gender and the law, health law and ethics, human rights law and practice, information technology law, international law, labor law, law in development, law and practice of public administration, law for micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises, law of the sea and oceans governance, maritime law, national security law and practice, natural resources law, paralegal practice, tax law, policy, and practice. So these 19 areas were identified as some of the immediate areas that we needed to offer postgraduate training in law. And IT law specifically looks at trying to understand technology. So students of IT law, we study technology, understand technology, and then we don't stop there, which is the essence of the course. Now consider what are the legal issues, policy issues that modern technology is raising. Okay, and then students then think through how do we handle do we introduce new laws, do we amend laws, do we eliminate laws? So basically looking at issues of law that technology is raising and how to handle them.
Oh, interesting. That'll be an interesting program.
It is. It is. And I mean, if you can tell, students have gotten together to form this association. You can tell how excited students are about this program. We've been very successful so far. Our intake has kept increasing.
Someone just says that you taught him AI and robotics system law.
I did, yes. It's one of the courses under the program.
Okay, Andy, and he extends his greetings to you. Okay, so how and when can one apply to join the association? But this one, it'll be important to join the program first before you join the association, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously. If you want to join the association, if you already have a degree in that area and you already have something to contribute towards technology policy and law in Ghana, you are able to join. And of course, any time you can join at any time. The website is 8lab.org. Okay, that's the website. Now the program itself, the University of Ghana program itself, it's a 1-year postgraduate. It's a LLM or an MA degree, and you go to the University of Ghana law website, and we always we start opening admissions in February, and the program itself starts somewhere in October.
So the launch, when is it happening? Where is it happening today?
Today in the auditorium of the University of Ghana School of Law.
At what time?
It's starting at 12 because they are organizing a trip to visit the building project sites. So that should be over before 2 o'clock, and the program itself then starts at 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Dr. Kweku Boadu, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And someday we hope to be able to enroll onto the program and join you.
Is that a promise?
It's a hope.
It's a hope.
Yes.
Okay. So we pray that the hope solidifies into a promise.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Kweku Boadu, who is lecturer, University of Ghana School of Law and program coordinator for the IT Law postgraduate course. This is the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
And we will go home to our own. Hey, this song is right here. And we will go home to our own. Come on. You wanna run something, break something, sing something, you wanna run something, break something, sing something, you wanna run something, break something, sing something, you wanna run something, break something, sing something. Medie mama wuntino, medie mikrama wuntino, medie midonina wuntino, bide ni mima, medie mama wuntino, medie mikra Brabe for me. If it's all be at me, me day, me man. Yes, I'm done for best in me. Brabe for me. If it's all be at me day, me man. Yeah, treat fair, Hapola. Nofiano Nicola. Between a catella. Sipo can more Nicola. Yeah, treat fair, Hapola. Nofiano Nicola. Between a catella. Sipo can more Nicola. You go run something, break something, shake something. You go run something, break something, shake something.
Yeah, still live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And before we go, Kojo, it's important we talk about the Northern Business School.
Yes.
It's been shut down. 900 students asked to go home and return on the 8th of February.
So that's, they're going to go home for 1 week.
Yes.
I think we can do something about it and they don't have to go home. Unless, per the assessment of the school authorities, these girls have lost a lot of their belongings and they have to go home and get new belongings and return to school. Aside that, if it's just because of the dormitory that has been burnt, I think we can do something about it.
What do you say we do? You're talking about the Ghana Armed Forces being called upon.
NADMO, Ghana Armed Forces, whole of government approach again. They should be able to send relief to these students immediately so that academic activity does not have to be truncated. And mind you, with the double track and all the tracks and all the systems we've been through, our children in the senior high schools over the past few years have not had any consistent system of being taught, right? So I feel that it shouldn't take us more than 24 hours to send relief to Nobisco and have them begin classes on Monday or even tomorrow. Look, so I've been looking for assets that if I was the final decision maker, I would move. For example, when COVID hit, there was a place at 37 Military Hospital we used to go for COVID testing in some tents. I've not been there recently, but I checked on Google Earth. I can see the 4 tents in that place. If they've not been moved, each of those tents under these emergency cases can take about 25 people. And there are 4, so that's 100 people sorted. You get the tents, you need student mattresses. NADMO should have enough student mattresses.
Of course they should have.
NADMO should have enough student mattresses to accommodate 900 students. If they don't have, we should put some emergency money down to procure mattresses for these students. What else can we do? We've seen the example of Ghana, the exemplary example. Jamaica happened. We took engineers to their aid. They are fixing roofs like crazy. We can take the same engineers to Nobisco immediately from the Ghana Armed Forces to go and fix the roof, fix the building and paint it. And if we take enough engineers and give them the materials they need, they should be able to do this in a week or 2 max. And so whilst they are doing that, we can still fall on the Armed Forces and NADMO to take some of the tents, the same tents we took to Jamaica. And for those of you who have not seen the tents, you can go to the Foreign Minister's page on Facebook, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. He's posted the tents. They are even air-conditioned tents. We can take some of the tents and move some of the other tents from around the various barracks, go and set up, make sure 900 to 1,000 girls get some temporary accommodation, education continues, engineers go to fix the building. Within 2 weeks, they can move back into their permanent dormitories. Everybody is happy. I don't think this should be difficult. I don't think the girls should come home and go back to school again.
Okay, so this is something that we can do today for them.
With my very little experience, maybe there are people who have far more experience in this disaster and the relief management, but with my very, 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 very little experience, I don't think that the students should come and stay at home for a week. I think that immediately within 24, and it's a principle of reset in 24 hours, and it's the president's principle, and we are running, we are not walking.
Yeah, so they should work 24 hours.
We should keep the Nobisco students in school. If it's clothing they need, let's send them some clothing. If it is new books and materials they've lost, 900 books and notebooks,
we can send them
and all those things.
Well, as for
let's send them in. If it's their chop boxes, we can
give them food.
Mobilize. If it's food, they said dining hall wasn't bent. The schools,
but even if they need, if their provisions are
so
gone,
let's send some extra food to the
us.
dining hall so that they can get extra. So I think so. Look, Haruna Nobisco. Haruna is from Tamale. So
yes, Tamale South MP.
This is in his backyard. Haruna is there. Who else? Speaker of Parliament. He's from the upper west region. But it's still.
He's from Nadoli. Yes, Nadoli.
The north. I'm mentioning the name. So Muntaka. Muntaka is interior minister. No, but he's interior minister.
Yes, he's from
there are resources interior and defense can share to go to their aid, right? The vice president, she is our mother. And these are 900 girls who have to go home. Almost kumpuna saying no mobile lose 1 week. Okay. And Minister of Agric, if we have mobilized enough food, like the president gave you 100 million or 200 to mobilize food from the excesses from the farmers, you should have enough grain to go and give some extra to Nobisco and keep the girls in school. I think that this is a chance for Ghana to show the whole world that we are indeed going to solve our problems and we are going to use all resources at our disposal to show Ghanaian excellence. 1 week you may think is very short, but 1 week is also a lot of traveling in and out, parents having to pay transportation, and let's take the stress off the 900 parents. Let's be excellent. Whole of government approach. Let's show that we can do this. We have shown Jamaica love. Let's show Nobisco love. Exceptional love by showing Ghanaian excellence and pulling resources to solve their problems.
I definitely agree with you. We have to do this, and it's something that can easily be done. NADMO can give them relief if there's the need for it. But as for the tents and others, it's something we can quickly...
Even NADMO has some tents.
Yeah, they do. So we've gone to Jamaica. We've shown Jamaica love. We should show our own sisters love at the Northern Business School. So that's something that we believe should be done. We're still live here on the Super Morning Show. It's a Thursday morning. I want to have DJ Wobeti end on the high. So that'll be all from us. Wobeti is going to give us some great tunes. DJ Wobeti, what do you say? What I say?
Would DJ Wobeti ebeti speaker no atete waso atete se the bear boss and nyomfa free tete
no atete waso by the tie nyum no. DJ Wobeti, what I say? Speak into the microphone. DJ Wobeti, yes, let's listen to you. Why is Wobeti running away, man?
Only Wobeti, government name.
Ishmaba.
The government name, so you're there.
Anyway, that's all from us this morning. My name is Winston Amoah.
And my name is Kojo Akoto. We've been doing this with DJ Wobeti.